Yes,
we
we
would
should
be
have.
using
All right,
a new dock.
here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 224 of the KBMOD podcast. It is February 14th, 2016. So happy Valentine's Day to all you lovebirds out there, or
Yes,
sweaty
you got
nerds.
the date right. We have missed 2 straight
We
weeks.
we have
of
missed 2
casts, and
straight weeks.
You can
of the
blame
cast.
Scott for that.
Yes, you can blame me for. Wait, no, you can blame Brandon too, because when Brandon's not
No.
here, the ship starts to steer into the rock sometimes. So I blame Brandon for most of it, but I'm somewhat partially to blame. But we are back, and what a better day to be back than, like I said, the day that Cupid's arrow
We
struck.
brought our Valentine on.
We did. We
Hey.
had Dave Austria on the cast. Dave, how
Hi
you doing, buddy?
everybody. Hey.
How's your Valentine's Day going so
It was
far?
good. I pushed my dinner reservation back to 5 so I could be on this stupid fucking podcast. My wife was like, she
yeah.
begrudgingly went along with it. I was like, no,
Okay.
babe, it's cool. We'll have an early dinner. It's nice and healthy. You know, we won't get, we don't want to eat at 7. Who eats at 7? I rationalized the shit out of it. So I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going? It was good though. We had what I have. I don't even remember a real memorable dinner I had an hour ago. Oh, I remember what I had.
You
I had
tweeted pictures of it, so...
No, I tweeted pictures of us because she made us
Oh,
make
that's
selfies.
right.
I
That's
had
right.
duckaroni. So check this. It was like rigatoni bolognese, but with like duck confit like all mushed up in there.
Oh
Shit
my
was
God.
That
delicious.
sounds really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
That's-
really good.
Wow. Well, there you go. I
That
mean,
sounds good.
first of all, Dave, MVP guest, pushing off his Valentine's Day or pushing it early to be on the
Well,
cast.
I got a game to plug, so you know how.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to
There
say, it's not, he acts like he doesn't want to be here, but you can
Yeah.
tell he does.
you go. All right. Well, that's good. All right. And KD Zen. You're back.
Yeah.
You
back
had
after-
some. You had to say computer issues. I think would be maybe an understatement at this point, because
Yeah,
you were
It was.
you. So
yeah, it
what?
was completely...
Give us a quick rundown of what happened to your computer.
Okay, so I'll try to be fast. One night I put it on like sleep mode. The next day it didn't start up. I thought it was the power supply. No,
Mhm.
I thought it was the motherboard. I thought because I was getting like lights to the like computer, just like lights, I thought the power supply was okay. So, and I'd been thinking about building a new computer, so I thought this was a good opportunity just to do it. So I spent $1,000 on a new computer,
Okay.
and I wanted to use the old power supply because I thought it worked. It didn't work. Power supply was it was bad. It was busted. I got a new one. It booted Windows 7 finally, and I was already happy then when it was displaying like just anything on the monitor. But then the hard drive was DOA, so I had to send that back and get another one.
Okay.
And then that finally booted. I finally installed Windows. And all this time I had been going through integrated graphics because I just assumed, it's not picking up my graphics card because I haven't set it up yet. But in all actuality, I tried like 2 different graphics cards, and it turned out to be the PCIe board,
Was
or
bad.
the slot on my
slot
motherboard
was-
was bad. So,
Okay, so you've had so you had a bad hard drive, you had a bad motherboard slot or PCI
Yeah,
slot in your motherboard.
and I had to get a new power supply, and then it turned out to be my motherboard. So I had to take every single thing out,
yeah.
RMA the motherboard,
That
get a new
sucks.
one, and now it's finally working. But the better news is that the motherboard lights up. So
About the
That's
fatherboard.
good.
he's been absent.
Nowhere
He's
to be
been gone.
found.
Fatherboard. Nobody can
Yeah.
find him.
There's
That's
nothing
the-
I had a
worse.
similar situation when I did a build. I had like something go wrong with the computer, and I was like, I'll just gonna build this thing, and I had the same thing where I actually had a bad graphics card where that for some reason inexplicably worked on like sometimes, and then other times was just totally wouldn't show me a signal. So then I RMA'd that, and then I had the same thing, but it was like a week or 2 week process, and I was like I'm losing my fucking mind. I was like, this is a
Yeah, it was-
conspiracy. Like when when you're troubleshooting, anyway, I've been
Exactly.
there. So we were just
And
like,
at
this
some
is
point-
insane. How could this be bad too? Like,
Yeah, at some
you know.
point it just hit me that I could have just bought a new power supply and put it in my old computer
right.
and just
True.
did
And
that.
Just been fine instead of rebuilding a whole machine. Well, I'm glad you're back, Katie. It's good to have you
Yeah,
back.
you know, it is it's a pretty beast. It's a pretty powerful computer.
So yeah, how are your frames now? And like compare, are you have been doing any benchmarks or anything? Or are you like,
Yeah, I've it's a 970.
okay,
So,
that's what I have.
Most of the things
970.
I've tried have been like max settings, Bioshock Infinite, Far Cry 3. I don't have 4, but yeah,
That's good.
i7 4790, 16
I think you have
gigs
the
of RAM.
exact same computer I have now. Yeah, that sounds I
Oh.
have the exact same specs, and it does the job. How's your Thanksgiving? How's your Thanksgiving going? How's your
We weren't gone for
Valentine's
that long.
Day going? Yeah.
Uh,
Did you get a card or anything, or just kind of?
No.
Okay. All right. Just gonna let it sit
Not
there.
talk about that. Okay, can we get the next subject, please?
All right. Sorry. Maybe make it awkward. We also have Drake on the cast this week. How you doing, Drake?
I'm doing good.
Good. Good. What's the happenings in Philly, my brother?
It's cold as fuck in Philly.
Okay. Yeah. What
That's been
like
sort of the main thing.
pretty cold in Pittsburgh too. Sorry, I like whenever I'm with a fellow Pittsburgh brother, that's how I talk.
It was a chilly like 73 degrees today.
Oh, stop.
So it's
God
pretty
Fuck
pretty
yeah,
rough.
with
I can
that.
definitely relate.
It's like 82 here in San Diego today. Oh man,
Crazy, yeah.
awful.
not
That's
quite
nice.
warm enough to go in the pool, you know.
What's going on with the lag in the cast? People say it's laggy.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
is it me? Like, am I
Camp.
sounding?
I don't
This
know.
host-
I'm dropping
this
some
hosting
frames. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Might be
Eh.
connection.
Yeah,
We're-
we'll try and
we're-
fix it. But
That's
let's,
We're
let's
As
running
long as
scroll.
this.
listen,
We're
they don't
running
need
the
to look-
cast inside Arc. It's having some issues.
Yeah.
It's a podcast, so yeah, just as long as you can hear us.
Yeah.
But I saw Deadpool yesterday,
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
okay,
good.
yeah. There we go.
Who hasn't
Okay.
seen Deadpool?
and
I haven't
not
seen
if
seen
you
it.
if you haven't seen Deadpool, I highly recommend it. It's like
Yeah.
the first movie in a while that I've like sat down and watched it with like some friends, and I just sat there having fun the whole time. Like it's a really good movie.
Nice.
It, like
it's
flows
killing at
really
the box
smoothly.
office, right? Most
Oh, yeah.
pulled in the most funds, I guess, of any R-rated movie in the last
Oh yeah,
forever.
it made like 135 million in its opening weekend.
Insane. Yeah. Dave, you saw it as well, or not?
Yeah, I
yet?
thought it was fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah. So take your kids, take your wife, take
Yeah,
the whole
take-
family.
Take the
I
whole-
heard there's full
whole-
frontal. Is there male full frontal nudity in?
No. I mean,
Okay.
In Deadpool,
What a disappointment.
Yeah.
No, there,
that-
there are no ding dongs.
there's definitely some female nudity, but
Okay.
then
Little
I'm
bit.
pretty sure at some point you can definitely like kind of see his dick.
I like how Drake's like, I was really paying. No, but no, I'm asking because someone had like alluded to me that you
I
can see
mean,
dick. And
yeah,
I'm
no, people are
excited.
butt-ass
I don't
naked a lot.
recall seeing any dick.
Butt ass naked.
Okay.
And I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
always on the
recall-
lookout
yeah.
for some dick,
Yeah.
but I don't recall seeing any.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, so I don't
Honestly,
want to. I don't want to do any dick.
This wasn't the Watchmen.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right.
Big blue dong in your face.
I mean, I don't want to be a dick spoiler
Unfortunately.
here because I know there's people
Dick
who haven't seen
spoiler. Yeah, people don't want the dick surprise to be ruined.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we don't want to spoil.
All right. Well, let's get into. We'll just segue in to what we've been playing this week. Let's start with you, Katie, since you're back on the grid with your new PC. What games have you been enjoying besides clearly anime dating or Japanese dating simulators?
Anime.
Yeah, aside from the
Simulator.
countless amounts of no. No, I've been playing through Demon Souls again. I'm starting to go through like all the Souls games again to get ready for Dark Souls 3. And that game is really fucking good. I wish they'd put it on PC so it didn't run at like 20 FPS sometimes. It actually doesn't run that bad. But yeah, that's been fun. I played this obscure game called Undertale. I don't know if any of you have heard of that.
I heard
li-
it's like,
yeah.
it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright. No, it was fucking incredible. It was great.
How many hours did it take you to play through that? I haven't played it yet though.
I
But
haven't played it either. It's on my
One
list.
playthrough,
yeah.
and I had to restart once because I wasn't going down the certain like story route that I wanted to.
You
Because I
reading
was,
the fucking? Were you doing the? Did you have the fucking Prima strategy guide next to you?
yeah, I
Yeah.
had the, I had the future. Press
Katie, are
guide.
you one of the where you're like, oh, okay, I want this result, and you read all the spoilers, and you're like, all right, I got to do
No,
this.
no,
Oh, okay.
no. I had a friend who played it who like told me what
Oh,
to do.
okay. All right.
So
Making
yeah, it's
it
been really
worse.
good. I was going through the game without killing anyone, which is like the best way to play it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it only took me, I'd say like maybe about 5 or 6 hours to do that main story and like that extra ending. And
Okay.
then the other route you can take, they're like 2 main routes, 3, but like the third one's kind of part of the, I don't know, it's complicated, but it's completely different. So it's definitely worth doing that. It's where you kill everything
Nice.
and you feel like a total piece of shit because you love
Yes.
those characters.
Sounds good
but-
to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dave might argue with you, saying you're saying that the best way to play the game is to not.
Yeah,
kill
that's how you
anybody,
play
but I was
fucking
thinking-
Undertale. Kill everything.
Yeah.
Kill everybody you
I-
care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Definitely had some excellent music. If not to play it, just listen
Yeah,
to
the
the
soundtrack's really good. I've actually listened to the soundtrack a few times on YouTube as like work
yeah.
music and stuff, and I'm like, this is really good. I haven't even played the game, but this soundtrack fucking rocks.
Oh, it's
Nice.
awesome.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Anything else, Katie? Besides that,
Uh,
what's happening to the game of
missions.
life? You on break from school? You in school? What's
No,
happening?
just more school, just more
Okay.
work.
Okay.
But
Did that teacher resurface? That you know who I'm talking about.
I haven't seen her in.
Okay.
a
Well,
good
you just
amount
got
of
real
time.
red. By the way,
You
very
fucking a
healthy.
teacher? What's good?
I was trying to get him
You want
to.
to talk about lore? There's some lore to that story.
Yeah, there is some lore. But anyway, we thought Katie and this teacher were really hitting it off because she did this thing where she gave him like a. What did she give you? Like a 3 points out of 100? Oh no.
You don't have to get
No,
into this.
then that would have been really keen that she probably liked him. But anyway,
But yeah, it's.
you haven't seen her. That's all right. You know what? You don't have to.
They're
You
the
don't have to
best.
kiss and tell on this podcast, Katie. It's
I just
fine.
don't want the emotions to come back. It just.
Yeah, no, I know. I can see that. It's
He's waiting for them to have a romantic, like, reuniting.
okay. Yeah,
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
that's true.
Uh,
Okay.
but yeah.
All right. All right.
All
Nothing else. All right, Dave. What about you? What you been playing this week?
I have to
anything?
actually go to my Steam to see, like, go
Oh.
to recent. Besides Super Galaxy Squadron, because we're putting it out next week, so I've been testing the shit out of it. By the way, every time I say Super Galaxy Squadron, I'm gonna drop a Steam key in chat. So there you go. There's one.
There you go.
Oh!
Oh wow! Look at that.
Ooh.
That's next level marketing right there.
Next
That's
level. I might as well. I mean, I can generate as many as I want. Let me see. So I downloaded a game called Drift Streets Japan. I don't know if you've seen this.
What?
impressive.
It was like a $5 drifting game. It's like and it looked like decent. Like you could like just put like you just get like old Japanese cars and like stance your wheels on them. And you just drift and it's multiplayer. I'm like, this looks like a great way to spend $5. It's fucking awful. Don't get it. But the drifting is okay and the soundtrack is pretty bad. Let me see. American Truck Simulator. Did some trucking. Started in San Diego. Literally like drove past my house. I was like, this is great. This is way better than Euro Truck Simulator because I recognize things.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's literally Euro Truck Simulator, but America. So it's great. You should get it if you have any interest in those games. I don't think I've been in. I played
I'm so fucking
Plantera
upset.
for like 5 minutes because I thought it was like a Pantera game, but it turns out it's a clicker game about like having a
Oh.
little farm full of plants and stuff, and it's actually really adorable. And but there's no Pantera is not on the soundtrack.
Man, what a missed opportunity.
Really was. Did you see the #1 Steam review of that game? It's great. It just says a vulgar display of flour.
So good. That's
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
man, it's I'm just glad that there's I'm not the only person that went to that game and was like, there's no Pantera. So yeah, that and just oh fucking, I'm trying to get through Bombshell. I'm getting there. I'm almost done with it. It's not as bad as everybody says. I feel like it needed like 2 weeks for them to like fix the game baking bugs that would have like helped with the release, but I like it. I'm almost done with that. Yeah. Other than that, a lot of Super Galaxy Squadron. Fuck, I have to put another key in the chat.
Oh man, look at that.
Ah!
Time,
People
I
are
was so pissed
scooping these
before.
up quick. People are actually miffed that
I
the other ones are
highlighted
taken.
it and I accidentally hit search Google for it instead of like copy. And so like I already got to the point to paste it and I put in like some link to like a web browser. It's mine.
gone.
It's mine. It's
Yeah.
fucking mine.
Alright, there's another key, but yeah, mostly
Come
that. I want
No.
to play Undertale. That's been sitting there waiting for me to play it. I haven't played XCOM yet. I need to get some XCOM too.
I've heard there are like some bugs with XCOM.
I didn't. So like the meta score is like 93 and the Steam score is like 65. So
Yeah.
there's like some kind of disparity there, but I heard there's performance issues and stuff. Like I have no idea, but apparently it's just more XCOM, and I'm down for that.
Yeah, I think that's one of those, like, I love XCOM. I'll probably wait until a Steam sale to get it just because I've heard about some of the issues. And like I don't want to play that game and then have like a technical issue get in the way of enjoying it. So it's a game that I can wait for.
Okay. Sweet. All right. And are those codes going to be popping into the chat randomly throughout the rest of the night, Dave?
Yeah,
I guess if you
every
just say.
I
if
mean,
you-
every time I say Super Galaxy
Come on.
Squadron.
You got him.
There it is. All right.
Ah.
So be on your toes. Somebody in here is just sniping these insanely
Or it might
fast.
be a bot. I don't know.
Yeah.
How Steam chat, but the Twitch chat, how it works.
Yeah, have to be careful.
That's
All right. Drake, what about you? What you been playing this week?
Been playing a lot of Rocket League.
How?
The, You okay there, Katie?
Katie's trying to
want
get the
it.
code.
I want it.
But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Rocket League. The new maps came out, and they're definitely a lot of fun. There's like one that's it's a donut. Like
Yeah.
the entire map is a donut, and so both goals you can drive into your goal and come out of the other team's goal, but obviously have to get the ball around the completely other way.
Mm.
But I've been playing a lot of
Same
that.
key as last time. Whoops, my bad, guys. I'm bad at this.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Blade and Soul still. Definitely still having fun with the game.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Is
Very
it better
good.
than Terra? I hear it's like Terra, but better than Terra.
I know a couple of people that play Terra and they like it, but I haven't tried it out yet. Is Terra free to play as well?
Yeah, I mean it's got that that real combat type system stuff, and I hear Blade and Soul's got that too.
Yeah, it's the PvP especially in Blade and Soul. It's very reaction based and like all about countering other people. But it's really there's a lot of issues right now because the game's been out for 4 years in Korea, so it's all optimized over there. But we're on the very first version of it, so it doesn't run that great. If I have a Twitch stream open, the game just like starts crying.
I've been timed out for linking Super Galaxy.
Get wrecked.
God damn the bot.
Sorry, guys.
When Moobot goes rogue on Dave Austri. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, but
There
there's still a lot of like map issues, like getting stuck on stuff and ping issues. But other than that, I'm just having a lot of fun playing it. There's a lot to do. The leveling's really like consistent.
How is it? Or did you pay for the? Because you were saying queue times were real bad. Obviously, when it first launched. How is that?
Yeah,
now?
Queue times are non-existent right
They're
now.
down again?
They're
That's good.
completely fine. But definitely, obviously, paying for the game makes it a lot easier.
Right.
For getting stuff done. It's like a premium membership, like anything else. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. And then I'm probably going to be diving into the new Dying Light DLC sometime this week once I'm done with a couple midterms.
It's a shame you already own Dying Light, because we're going to talk about a new edition that you could have jumped on.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All right.
Especially
That's a
man
little teaser.
with your resources, Drake. You would have really been keen and actually to spend your money on something that matters.
Would have been all over that immediately.
Yeah, you'll see in a minute. All right. What about you, Brandon? What have you been playing this week, if anything?
Yeah, I started playing. I don't know. This was maybe another night this week. I started playing Fallout 4 because I was thinking I've got a few hours I could get into Fallout 4. Yeah, and it ended predictably.
3 weeks later.
Yeah. So I started Fallout 4. I got maybe like a couple hours in, but I mean I haven't really hit anything crazy. I'm in like the first little area, and then obviously my attention went to something else. Because Overwatch came back this week.
That's right.
So I've played probably, I don't know, at least 10 to 15 hours of Overwatch this weekend. And it's just they've made the game better, which I already thought it was good, but it just keeps getting better. Now they have like skins and stuff. I see what they're gonna do. They're gonna have like loot boxes like CS:GO style. And they have voices, they have sprays, they have skins. They have like highlight intros. If you get to play the game, it changes your highlight intro. So they're gonna probably make a boatload of money on that game on top of the $40 or $60 that people are paying. And so that's been mostly what I've been playing. But yeah, Overwatch is just so good. I just really want them to invite more people to the beta because it still seems like I'm getting matched up against names that I recognize. And it's like, if your West Coast matchmaking has so few people in it that I'm recognizing names, then you need to invite more people.
Yeah.
Blizzard, if you're listening, I'll gladly take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Beta
guessing they'll be
access,
ramping it
something
up,
like
but like they really should because I think the gameplay is already there. Like I don't really know what they're waiting on in terms of handing out more invites. But that's just consumed all of my time recently. So.
Okay, so Fallout 4, some Overwatch. Now that that's back out.
Yeah.
Any Rocket League? No Rocket League left? I guess you got too many other ones.
I may have played like a match or two of Rocket League, but the thing with Rocket League is I need a group, and so if I can't find a group to play Rocket League, then I usually won't hop on. And I'm actually, I mean, I'm kind of the same way with Overwatch, but Overwatch is actually maybe growing on me when you're just kind of on your own. Because as long as you have a balanced team, like I think you can still enjoy Overwatch. And I think I've probably said the exact opposite thing on this cast before, but maybe my mind is changing. I don't know.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, so our community dude Christian is gonna
Yes.
start doing the keys with like question mark type shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Like,
There you go.
so whenever I say Super Galaxy Squadron, he's gonna put one in chat, and so now I don't
Okay.
have to worry about it.
There we go.
Hopefully,
All right.
hopefully that'll get the bots out of the thing.
And again, another it's for this is Dave's perfectly showing why you should watch this cast right live.
Free shit.
Because you get free
Yeah,
shit
you get free
sometimes.
shit.
So I mean, these codes are long gone, audio listeners who are listening to this on fucking Tuesday. Sorry guys, but
We have to like speak the codes.
They're like watching.
exactly.
Okay, so
if they
for the
can
audio
decipher them.
listeners, ZG. Okay, ready? ZGT3E73J.
Did you get that?
We'll just have a portion at the end of the podcast where it's literally just Dave reading codes.
Just Dave reading the codes off.
That we'll do it off stream.
We'll have to make them
For the audio
logic
listeners,
puzzles so
it's
that it takes
scrambled.
multiple days to figure out.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Now,
and I'll go
Dave,
real.
listen,
I'll go real quick.
I
here.
don't know if you want any positive press on your game, but I like to do reviews. So if you just want to hook me up on those codes,
Okay.
then
Well, have you requested a code via Evolve Terminal, the fancy new PR site that Evolve has?
Wow, you are really leaning
I
in.
have not. Why don't you tell me about it? Sounds like
So,
a great
If you
service.
just, I don't know, just Google like Evolve Terminal or whatever, all the games that they rep, including us, Super Hot, The Culling, like bunch of cool shit coming out. And it's just you sign up like with KBMOD.com, and then you can just press like request code, and they'll vet you and like send you a bunch of shit, and it's like way easier than having to like email PR
No,
people.
We
like, you had
probably
to
don't
do
want anyone
Whoa.
to vet us.
back in the dark
That's
ages.
awesome.
It is. It's super awesome. You can get codes for Super Galaxy Squadron EX, which is coming out February 18th at MagFest. I'm going to MagFest for the first time, which I hear is just like a big fucking drunken hotel party.
Sounds
So,
fun.
I'm stoked
I
for
think
that.
that could be said for most events.
Any
Yeah, I was gonna
event.
say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what is unique about this one?
Is it in a city and is it an event? Drunk hotel party.
It's at an event. It's at the Gaylord Hotel.
Oh well, I'm there.
Yeah.
If that's
Convention
any indication.
center.
I think I have credit there.
Yeah.
At the Gaylord Fokker Hotel where they're filming Meet the Parents 3. I don't know.
They're gonna need to after Zoolander 2 bombed.
Oh yeah.
I was upset.
When is that coming out, by the way?
It's
I mean,
out.
I looked-
It came out.
Oh, it did
It's
it?
been out. It's been out.
Really?
It came out this week and nobody cared. Apparently, it's like
Okay.
not funny at all, which is a shame because it actually looks.
Oh
kind of
no!
Oh,
Really?
that sucks because I was looking for. Yeah, I didn't
I
even
like the
realize
first
it came
one.
out.
Those previews.
Damn.
look
I like the first one.
Yeah, I like the first one. Deadpool was hilarious. I saw Hail Caesar, which wasn't half as good as it could have been.
Mm.
And I
Oh,
like
really?
Coen
Oh.
Brothers movies. It was no Big Lebowski. Let's just say that.
You said Hail Caesar wasn't that good?
No, it really wasn't. It was kind of a mess. It was great acting,
Unfortunate.
but it was kind of all over the place. It was kind of a mess, which is now I understand why they put it out in February. There's no Oscars going on for this.
Yeah.
For this, this is not No Country for Old Men.
I just recently watched The Big Short. If you've seen that.
Yeah, with Steve Carell about the economic
Yeah.
health
Yeah, it's got
crisis. So
Christian Bale. in
Yeah,
it,
I
too.
thought that was really good.
yeah, no, that's supposed to win some things.
Yeah.
It'll probably win and like take Leo's fucking Oscar away.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
probably.
Yeah,
The
for
winner is Steve Carell in The Big Short. Steve Carell gets up there and he's like, "Woo! I got nothing."
Oh no. Yeah. No, it's gonna be
Okay,
Will
we're just
Ferrell
going
and
right to Leo
Zoolander or
instead.
something. Gonna win the Oscar.
Scott, what have you been playing?
All right. So I just got done. I'm just a little late on this, but Tales from the Borderlands. I actually just finished this week the Telltale Borderlands game, and I'm not gonna lie. So I had the last two Telltale offerings. I haven't been shy in my. I mean, Minecraft Story Mode was an abomination that I didn't even get a chance to finish because I was so frustrated. And then the Game of Thrones Telltale game was also, I felt almost equally as bad. Just I don't know, just like story. I mean, again, a lot of it depends on what you could do, what they allow, what Telltale's allowed to do with the franchise. I guess I'm sure they have to like, and where Tales from the Borderlands. So people were like, Tales from the Borderlands is my favorite like Telltale game, and I really like The Wolf Among Us was probably my favorite. But I went into this like, all right, Telltale, like you really got to show me something. And Tales from the Borderlands is like fucking incredible on so many levels. I was like, I felt like people were going to be overselling me, But as I play through it and up until the finale and everything, it's definitely I think the best thing Telltale's ever
I
done.
heard it's really good. I like The Wolf
That's
Among
good to
Us
hear.
like a lot, but I
Yeah.
feel like nobody gave a shit, so they're not working on a sequel, which bums me out because
Yeah.
it's too much Walking Dead. I'm already checked out of Walking Dead. I
Yeah.
have Tales for the Borderlands. I want to play it, but I
You,
mean,
yeah, you because I was the same way. So if we're the exact same person. Because Wolf Among Us, I really liked. I was hoping to do a sequel, but this actually has eclipsed Tales from the Borderlands. Just writing, character, everything wise, just kind of again. I mean, Wolf Among Us is still like really good, but I think this is a little bit better. And the thing is, there was a lot of work with the writers of like people were saying that it was so good because like the writers from Borderlands worked very closely with the Telltale writers.
Yeah.
Like you can tell it's like clearly not all Telltale. So it was really good. Cannot recommend that enough to give it a try too. And then what else did I play? I mean, I played Counter-Strike as per usual.
have you played Super Galaxy Squadron?
I have not yet, but
We'll send you
there
some
we go.
codes.
Okay, perfect. I'll get on that Evolve PR. I think I'm already on that terminal, so I can
It's it's a really cool website. Tom's trying to just literally automate everything, so he just never has to work PR at all. So it's just
Smart.
all automated. So people just show up, press button, get code. You can even you even upload your own coverage. It's like it's hilarious. It's really good though. They spent a bunch of money on the site.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
All
you
right.
said that Game of Thrones wasn't that good? Like it was on par with
I
Minecraft
heard it
Story
was
Mode?
yeah, I heard
No,
it was
no.
like
It was
Yeah.
it was not Minecraft story mode
I-
to me. And this people are always like, this is the thing people say about Minecraft story mode to me. They're like, it's not intended for you, you fucking idiot. Blah, blah. Okay, there's lots of things that aren't intended for a fucking
Oh, that's such
28-year-old neckbeard. But you can still like, there's so many things that are meant
Yeah.
for children that are also clever to adults. Like look at Toy Story, look at anything else. Like there's
Exactly.
there's
The
tons
Lego
of great, and this is just juvenile and terrible on like every level. Like the story is horrible and generic.
what, Game of
The-
Thrones?
No, sorry, I'm talking
No,
about
no.
Minecraft story mode.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, it's juvenile and terrible. It's for kids. It's awful. I was like, wow, doesn't sound like
It's
Game of Thrones at
inappropriate.
all.
No,
Skin that
Minecraft
dude.
story mode. And so like obviously like they could have done anything with the IP. Like it was pretty open ended, and the soundtrack is just all across the board. I mean, Brian Posehn plays one of the characters. I got nothing against Brian Posehn, but
Hey,
it's
I
just
love that guy.
no. He's good, but it's like in the context of what they're trying to do. It just nothing for me. It just like felt everything was falling flat with that game. So and it's like they didn't give a shit at all, and they rushed it out at one point. So literally one of the episodes. So there's episode 1, which is an hour and a half, which is okay, like for length, it's whatever. And then episode 2 is literally okay, is 30 minutes long. It just and you start it. There's a cutscene, and you do like 3 things, and then it's over, and you're like, okay, I know what's going on here. Like clearly they had to rush it, or I don't know what is going on behind the scenes. But it's honestly it's an insult, and it's a fucking crime. And don't give Telltale any money for that. It's not worth. And don't let your kids play it either, because they'll be dumber for the experience. So I'm really So anyway, I went into Tales from the Borderlands with that kind of angst, and I was like, man, they're really gonna have to impress me. And anyway, it just blew me away. So, but yeah, so that's about it. But I have not played the game that Dave has been talking about. Dave, what was that game you were?
Oh, you mean Super Galaxy Squadron?
Yes.
Super,
I haven't-
Super Galaxy Squadron EX coming out February 18th next week.
So
These codes, by the way, activate classic Super Galaxy Squadron, and they will just turn into EX next week,
Oh,
and
nice.
you'll be able to play either. You'll get a little launchy prompt when you start the game, play EX or play classic. So we're not splitting it into like 2 games on Steam. We're just kind of throwing it on top of there. So everybody who already owns the game just gets upgraded to EX.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
what is the difference between the two for those?
It's
who
like a
don't know?
totally rebuilt game. Like if you go play old Super Galaxy Squadron, you're like, wow, this looks like a really old 8-bit NES game. And you play EX, you're like, wow, this is like fancy with lots of colors and graphics and sounds and shit. It's even got cutscenes and voice acting by some of your friends, such as Nick Mead and
Wow, okay.
me
Really?
and
my addiction in the game.
yeah,
There
See
you go.
My Diction recorded a bunch of lines. Nick actually, so he's good with the voice acting.
Nice. All right.
Sorry, type key.
Let's jump. Should we jump into the news, Brandon? Should
Well,
we do,
do
oh,
we-
PAX South. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
go ahead.
we haven't
Sorry, I
had a
missed that.
cast since PAX South
We have not.
because we missed that weekend, and then
Because you sports addicts were like, Super Bowl, we don't podcast, we gotta watch sports.
Hey, I got to see Papa get kissed after.
Look how much we like sports.
That's
you
right.
know, we all had to enjoy a nice Budweiser while we watched the big
Yes.
game.
We watched our boy
The
Peyton.
big game.
The big game, yeah, we're not allowed to say
It's not the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. No, God, we got fined by the Fine Bros. Fine Bros
react to
trademark
that
Super
joke.
Bowl.
I don't know if there's anything we want to talk about. I mean, Dave, you guys had a booth there.
Yeah, it was fun. So we teamed up with Filthy Casual. Y'all know Filthy Casual. You got like 10 of their shirts each, I'm sure. So we're like doing booths with them this year, so we can kind of just like at a bigger booth. So it was fun. They sold out of all their shit like always. We had a lot of people hanging out to play Super Galaxy Squadron at the booth.
You guys have some pretty crazy high scores.
Yeah, no, it was retarded. There were guys that hung out at the booth. So like we were giving away like Astro A38s and some gunners and stuff that people gave us. And like when you're playing for a pair of $300 headphones, some motherfuckers take that shit serious.
It's real serious,
So
yeah.
there were guys that came to the booth every day and stayed there for like 6 hours a day to make sure that they stayed on the top of the high score. I'm like, there's other stuff you can see here at PAX. They're like, no, I gotta beat the score. And some of the guys, like, most of the guys were cool. There was one kid who kept coming back who was kind of a dick. And we're like, please, I hope he doesn't win. I hope he doesn't win. Then he won. We tried to fake it so like somebody else won, and then he beat that person that we tried. We're like, you know what? Okay, fine, he wins. The guy who was, because he would get behind other people who were sitting there playing and be like, you're gonna lose. You suck. You're gonna lose. And I'm like, bro, don't do that. He would be like, it would suck if you died right now. It's like, okay, get out of the booth. But it was fun. Competition's good. It's friendly.
That's hilarious.
And then that guy won anyway. It pained me so much to give him those headphones.
Darkwing in the chat was there. He said he won a T-shirt on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go. Sweet. Yeah, there was some KBMOD dudes there. Do you remember Darkwing? Do you remember the redhead dude?
I was gonna say that. Sure enough, he's gonna be a listener too. And
Yeah,
we've
no,
I
I
was just lost him.
That guy's gonna be like, "What the?" Fuck?
Yeah, so there he goes. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Anyway, so yeah, people were lined up to play Super Galaxy Squadron. It was fun, and then we're gonna be at I'm at Dice next week. We're gonna have a booth. We're gonna be at South by Southwest in Austin. So if any of y'all are gonna be down there, come find the Filthy Casual New Blood booth and buy some shirts and play some Super Galaxy Squadron. And have a good time. But other than that, South was cool because it was a little bit bigger. If you've never been to South, it's not like East or Prime with because none of the big companies go. So there's no like giant, Bethesda booth. There's no giant EA booth. There's just like the biggest booth I think was Tiny Build. The guys who make speedrunners and No Time to Explain, which was like, how did they get?
Was not Tiny Build.
Yeah, well, there's this little company called Twitch.
Twatch.
I don't know what they do. There's a bunch of kids in purple shirts like hanging out, drinking coffee and acting like way older than they are.
That's weird. I didn't run into that booth.
Yeah, no, that was right in the front. But like, other than that, it was like Tiny Build, Devolver was there, and then there's just like a whole slew of like shitty indie games, and and there was like 5 of those booths that just sell like Funko Pops and stickers. And then there was the sword booth. It's not a convention unless there's a booth full of katanas and fucking other blades that you can bring home to your loved ones.
Oh god.
But other than that,
it was right before
show.
Valentine's Day, so.
Yeah. But it's fun because it's small, and then there's not, the parties are pretty small, and then San Antonio's pretty cool for about 3 blocks. There's like the Riverwalk and the Alamo, and then you don't want to go farther than that because you'll get stabbed. It's not Austin.
Definitely deteriorates pretty quickly.
I think the same can be said for most cities that PAX
Yeah,
is
no,
in.
it falls off. But no, Austin's cool. You can walk around like
There's
miles.
no PAX
in
in Austin.
Yeah, there's a South by Southwest in Austin.
That's true.
There's a RTX in Austin. RTX is fucking fun. If you guys have never been to the Rooster Teeth show, the main difference, there's only one real difference other than the fact that it's Rooster Teeth and not run by Penny Arcade. You can drink, and there are bars on the floor. Of RTX. Nice. Yeah, so if you've never been to RTX, come on down.
It was quite a bit bigger than last year, though.
It was. There was a lot more people.
There was a big tabletop area kind of across from the show floor, which wasn't there last year.
I thought they had that last year. They didn't have that?
No, I don't think so. It was just that show floor area last year, and there's now they've expanded a lot, and I think they sold like 25 or 30% more passes than last year. So I was telling people that I think it could be as big as East.
Yeah, it can. It's just there's so many fucking PAXs now. And it's fun for, it's great for people to go to the shows because like, hey, it's closer to me. I go, I don't have to spend a bunch of money to fly across the country. But for like guys like me who have to like have a booth at every fucking trade show, it's a pain in the ass. But I'll keep doing it. Whatever, as long as you people keep buying Super Galaxy Squadron.
It's mine. I got it this time.
There were a lot of smaller booths too, which I thought was kind of
Yeah.
cool. I mean, there are
No,
always a
it's
lot of
just-
small booths
Well,
at
yeah, because
PAX,
it's cool
but
because you can actually, and it's good for small exhibitors like us, because like people that will actually come and play our game instead of waiting in line to play, whatever big game is there at the big company booth. So it was good for. There's a lot. I played a lot of smaller indie games. I saw a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't have had time to see. I bought some Funko fucking Pop things at the Funko Pop.
yeah, I mean, like there was still like a lot of cosplay. Like Darkwing took a bunch of cosplay pictures, and we put
There
that
was.
article up on the site. The halls were still very busy. Like it is a legitimate PAX for being a small PAX. It is not a small show. It is just small in relation to the behemoth that is the PAX shows that have been around
I mean,
for a
I
decade.
think East is the best laid out show. Prime has outgrown that shitty convention center so hard that is a maze at this point.
Prime just spills over like everywhere else into hotels and everything.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
all over.
well, the problem is that they're in contract, I think, until 2018 with that convention center. At one point, they'll probably move it to, I don't know, they'll probably move to the Superdome. Who the fuck knows? That'd be pretty cool if they had PAX in like a football stadium, and just like the field was like the show floor, and then they just had like all the concessions around where
You
the
might be onto
concessions are.
something right there. I mean, that would be
Yeah, no, that'd be
layout
kinda
wise. That'd be
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And sit in the seats if when you get tired.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
just pass out in the seat. Just, it's
Yeah,
good.
sleep back.
It's good. I'm having a
Back
great
seats.
time. I love PAX. Woo!
Makes it easy to hold the entertainment right there. All the seats are there.
It's true too. Yeah.
I feel
Um,
devastated. I'm at too many activation attempts.
You're locked out
So
now.
upset.
Man,
I don't know.
Wow.
Somebody's saying that too many black people follow them in San Antonio. That's racist, bro.
wow.
Wow.
Racist.
Okay.
San Antonio's
Um,
mostly Mexicans. Get it right.
is that true? I guess that's probably makes sense.
No, it's there's
It's
a
in
lot of
South
Mexicans.
Texas. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
South Texas is. I hear it's a border state.
Yeah,
Ah, shit,
I'm under the impression that's all a conspiracy though. But
I
there's no
just
such thing as a
accidentally
border state.
pasted a code in chat instead of in my Slack for Christians. So there you go. That's the fucking code. I suck at this.
No, that's actually. I mean, I'm very biased because I'm from San Antonio, but
Are you?
you can get some great food in San Antonio. Like Boston has.
Oh, yeah.
Boston has pretty good food. Seattle has pretty good food, but like San Antonio has some legit, very
Oh, yeah.
good. Food.
Oh yeah, great. So Sunday we started this tradition last year of just doing barbecue on the Sunday at PAX South. We did it again this year. Went to a different place. It was awesome. Absolutely. great
Between
fun.
barbecue and Tex-Mex, if you can't find a delicious restaurant, you're just not looking very hard.
Yeah. Or you're in a Long John Silver's and content with your meal.
Oh
So
no,
Brandon-
no.
Well,
right,
see,
I
the
won't bring
great
it
thing is there's a Whataburger right downtown. So if you don't
Yeah.
want to get fancy, but you still want a delicious burger, you can just go to Whataburger.
Oh no, I had that Whataburger that was down
Whataburger's
there. And it was
overrated.
not great at
All
all.
right, you know what, Dave? Your opinion is
Yeah.
invalid.
I'm hearing a lot of people say that
Uh,
that
Whataburger's very
Whataburger is
overrated.
overrated.
It's
just like
That is-
whatever. It was like
I
it was the most
could not-
whatever fast food burger ever.
I cannot disagree hard enough.
Mm,
It had
Okay.
nothing on like a Five Guys or an In-N-Out,
mm.
No, that
or
is
even
that
a, or
is-
even a,
Yeah,
or
see,
even
Dave
a,
knows. Dave knows what he's talking
You're
about.
Or
flat
even,
out wrong. It is better than In-N-Out.
or even a Burger
Period.
Lounge, with their $15.
I don't even.
Keep
I've
Whopper.
never even. Burger Lounge is not a chain. I've never even heard of that place.
Really? California.
I'm not saying it's some artisan gourmet burger, but I'm
It
saying
is.
they're all over the state of Texas. It is like the best chain burger you can get.
I don't know. I'm about to. My whole fitness goal for this week is to go to the gym enough times so I can go to Burger King and get that 5 for $4 deal because I am being marketed too heavily, and
Yeah.
I
You
want to
feeling it?
spend $5. Look at all the stuff you get.
And get 4
You get-
items.
You get
Yeah.
the burger, the little bacon cheeseburger. You get 4 chicken nuggets. You get fries. You get a drink and a cookie, and it's $5. I'm like, you know what? I'm
Dave,
gonna
are they
work
paying
out.
you right now? Or?
No, I'm like, I'm gonna work because they
Oh
keep
man.
the commercials like
With that
every
kind
other
of value,
second.
they might as well be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
true.
that's how I got fat in college because they had back when I went to college in 1999. That's how fucking old I am. BK had those dollar double cheeseburgers, and I was like, and I was living in Vermont at the time and smoking a lot of the local mountains. And I was like, dollar double cheeseburgers, I can afford those. So
Yeah.
BK, I'm all about it. I think because Wendy's had like a 4-for-4 deal.
Yeah,
and then,
I was just
and
gonna
then,
say.
and then,
They're
and then
just
Burger
fucking
King
with
was
them.
and Burger King was like, "Well, we're gonna do 5-for-4, fuck up your whole marketing campaign."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like directly just fucking with them. Like, you can have a cookie too. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Wendy's.
Oh, yes, because the cookie cost them what, 2 cents per whatever. That's not even a cookie.
Yeah.
It's a cracker. And they make it look all big on the commercial, but like when you
Oh,
get there,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
that cheeseburger is probably like a slider size, and the chicken nuggets are like mini chicken nuggets. You get like
They
4
poured
fries.
out like one piece of Cookie Crisp, and like that was the cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I say 5-for-4, somebody put Burger King coupons in the chat.
That's awesome. All right. Anything else on PAX South you guys want to touch on before we hit the news?
No, but I mean,
No?
it's one of my favorite shows, though.
Yeah.
I think if you live in the central U.S., it is a great show to go to. It's a show that like people can actually drive to because
Yeah. And it's great because Brandon brings his mother, and every time I see him, I'm like, "Oh, you brought your mother."
Yeah, my mom went on Friday. She enjoyed it.
Nice.
I was gonna
Alrighty.
make a joke there, but I didn't because I'm old now and I'm classy.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Classic.
enjoyed your mother too, but I didn't say it.
Yep. No.
make
No,
Yep.
see, Dave. Yeah, Dave likes to joke around and be inappropriate, but like when he's actually with like my mother loves Dave because he's just like he's like the nicest guy.
You said it,
Yeah.
not me.
He's like the nicest guy. He's so courteous.
Of course I am. What am I not gonna show up to your mom and just be like, "Hey, LMAO, what's up, bitch? How you
Well,
doing?"
I mean, you might like that.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm reassuring people that in person you are
Yes.
much nicer
Oh,
than
yeah.
your internet personality would suggest.
This is true. I am not gonna walk up to your mom and be like, "Hey, bitch, where the weed at?"
Yeah. That's
I mean,
cool.
I might, but no. Your
Well,
mom is a very nice lady.
Not my mom, but maybe.
Which would
someone's
explain
mom.
why you're such a nice young man.
Oh well.
Aw,
Wow. This is
Aw.
getting weird.
it's okay.
Well, it is Valentine's Day.
That's true. Yeah, you guys are connecting.
We are.
That's good. All right. Well, let's get a
Wait,
little
there-
bit into the news. There was a lot of news from the last
You, I
couple.
think. I don't know how old I am anymore. Babe! How old am I? I'm 31.
31.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
not that
we-
old.
so we
Dave.
missed-
You're not that old.
We missed 3 weeks of news, and as it
Yeah.
turns out, over the course of 3 weeks, things happen.
Yeah,
But-
believe it or not, when there's no podcast, things still go down, which I
Yeah.
didn't realize.
It
I
is-
thought
An
it is
entire
weird.
Steam sale happened, open
Yeah.
and closed.
That's true. Yeah, we
Yeah.
literally missed the duration of an entire Steam sale. But to be fair, I feel like Steam sales are just sort of
So
they're just
listen,
all the time now.
I have
Yeah.
like a bunch of games on Steam. I'm supposed to know when these are happening so I can discount my games in advance.
Yeah.
I had like the lunar sale popped up. I'm like, I hit up everybody I work with. I'm like, did anybody know there was a Steam sale today? It's like nobody told me. Like they don't even tell you anymore. If you don't log into the back end of Steamworks and see like they have like a little recent news boom, and it'll be like, hey, get your prices in for upcoming sale. And like if you don't see that, you're totally gonna forget. Which is funny because on the first day you'll see like 6,000 games on sale on Steam. And then the next day, when everybody realizes they forgot to put their games on sale, 10,000 games on sale on Steam. You know?
That makes a lot of sense because
I'm like, Lunar New Year, what the hell? And I was kind of bummed. I actually have to email Valve because they had like a shmup section when you go through that little thing. It was cool. It was a cool sale because you get to go through like it's like how do you get across the river? Do you fly or do you like race?
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that. I
And it
saw
would take
that.
you to like racing games or like airplane games, and then one it's like to go through space, and it was like shmup games, and I'm like, what? Super Galaxy Squadron should have been in there, but we didn't discount it because we've been working on EX anyway, so we're trying to. I'm not discounting the original game at the moment, but Chris, did you hear me? I said Super Galaxy Squadron. Wait, he might have run out of codes. Hang on. Oh no, he's got it.
Well, speaking of developing games,
There you go. Great segue. Go ahead, Brandon.
I
I didn't mean to cut you
I'm
off.
going. Okay.
I was just commenting on how great that segue was. into this
Okay.
first
Well,
story.
the first news item I think is one of the bigger news items this week. Amazon, which again, like I'm biased. I work at Twitch, which is a subsidiary of Amazon. But Amazon,
I like how you had to say
I'm just I'm giving the disclosure.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Amazon launched a free game engine that has some pretty cool stuff. There's some native Twitch
Okay.
integration, and it's like basically has built-in AWS hooks. And I guess it seems like it's basically CryEngine.
Yeah, it's based on CryEngine.
But
really
this
hard
is
to work in.
like basically it's just a free game engine, and then the idea I guess is that there are all of these AWS hooks in the game, and so they're hoping to entice developers to build their games on top of AWS, which I think seems cool. I can't see a negative there, but maybe Dave can comment as a man making games.
As a game developer, hey, listen, anything that has Twitch integration built in is cool, even though it's not hard to integrate currently. Anything that's free is good. Anything that's new is good. Anything that like opens the ecosystem is good. I mean, all game engines are basically free now. Unity is free. Unreal Engine 4 is free. But I mean, Lumberjack seems cool. I haven't really dug into it a bunch. Being based on CryEngine is like one of those things because CryEngine, either you know it or you don't. I know some guys who work in CryEngine and they love it, and I know most people who are like, I've never tried it, I'm never gonna touch it. It's fucking like so different than what I'm used to, because in school they teach mostly Unity. A lot of people are familiar with Unreal because of the UDK days, and Unreal's getting more into the educational space. So colleges start teaching something other than Unity for all their projects. But Lumberjack seems cool. I mean, everybody was excited about it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And that's my professional opinion.
So, and this is like, is there any like big games being developed on it right now?
I have no idea.
I don't think they announced anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
dude, Barn Door. Oh my goodness, Dave's here. We need
What?
Katie. You need to send him Barn Door Quest.
What is Barn Door?
Oh,
Send
shit.
him the videos, and
Dang
then
it.
maybe
The thing about that, this is what really sucks. I have to buy a second power supply to put on my old computer because I didn't put all the files from Barn Door Quest on the new
how
computer.
could you?
So
Oh god.
yeah,
damn it,
I
Katie.
can't believe I made such an oversight.
So give Dave
But,
just a real quick rundown on Barn Door Quest, though, real quick. Like what just
Oh man,
real dirty.
Barn Door.
You gotta give your elevator pitch.
I don't think I've gotten that far into it where I can
10,
describe the plot.
9,
Maybe?
Go ahead.
It's like
8,
you play as Brandon.
7.
Brandon
And,
is Barn Door.
I'm in.
Everyday life. You
I
have
knew
Barn Door Quest.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to explain. I kind of just wanted to explain
No,
itself.
The
don't- you
elevator
wanna
has gotten
explain it.
to
He
the
said
bottom
he's
floor.
in.
I am getting off the elevator.
He said
But
he's
you,
in.
but you had me.
Shake
But you had
hands,
me
we're
at
done.
you play as Brandon.
It's a Barn Door RPG.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Upcoming
it's an
title from
RPG.
New Blood Interactive.
New Blood Interactive, publishers of Super Galaxy Squadron, as well as a bunch of other shit I swear we're working on.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that's cool. Twitch integration, new game engine. Maybe
I'm
we'll be
into it.
seeing Amazon lumber. First, I'm not gonna lie. When I first read this article, I thought it was
Amazon Lumberjack.
yeah, I thought it was Amazon Lumberjack or like a sim, like a tree cutting sim, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
The
Not another
lumberyard.
sim. We already have it, but okay. Yeah, Amazon Lumberyard. So
Oh, there's like an Amazon simulator where you have to like deliver packages.
Yeah, I'd play that.
Delivery
coming.
simulator. Oh my god! And you can switch between like if you're a UPS guy or like a pizza guy. Ooh.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
man.
if you're UPS, you can like feel free to wait like 3 days more. Just like
Oh yeah.
that'd be great.
Oh.
Or like just do tiny little bitch knocks and then just leave the package there and it gets stolen.
That's a button. Tiny little bitch knocks. Is the
Tiny little bitch knocks like
You get like
I
bonus
was assuming
points
they
for
do knock at all. Like
That's what needs to be made.
all right.
shout out to Amazon delivering on Sundays.
Yeah, that is pretty high. All right. Well, I guess sad news. Game Trailers has shut down after a 13-year run.
Yeah,
That was
I
this
mean,
week.
only a
So-
matter of time.
Yeah. So
The thing was,
What
it was kind of
was-
abrupt.
It was,
they were,
yeah.
They were doing
Oh, yeah,
content, and then like all of a sudden
people
they
didn't even-
announced, yeah.
People didn't even know, and I was bummed because I really wanted them to review Super Galaxy Squadron EX coming out on February 18th on Steam and then eventually PSN and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it was abrupt. I mean, the writing on the wall was there forever. Like these big sites. I mean, I don't want to say that like it's all Twitch and YouTube and shit like that now, but it kind of is.
That's basically what they said in their Facebook post. Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to get traffic and get big advertisers when there's just the ROI isn't there. Like, because sites like that come to developers and stuff all the time. They're advertising departments. They're like, hey, you want to advertise? Put banner ads on this site. We'll run blah 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 CPM. I'm just like, what would advertising on game trailers do for me when I could fucking advertise before YouTube videos that people are gonna watch? Spend that money, send some shit to PewDiePie.
No, exactly. Yeah, and that's basically what they said. I'll just read real quick, just a little bit. But they say game trailers help change all of. Oh wait, sorry, I'll go back a little bit. But today, game journalism is dominated by video, trailers, live gameplay, let's plays, what they've saying, and news shows. Now there are millions of hours of content available at any time on your PC, your game console, your TV, and your phone. So yeah, they're basically just saying like, what we can't survive in this. But they're also taking a little bit of credit for ushering in this era.
I mean, they were.
Well,
they
were
early.
13 years ago, yeah, 2002.
But you got to adapt, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And they just kept pushing it. Plus, they had a bunch of shows that they let go. You know, they used to have.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I remember
right.
they started with they started Screw Attack, and they had a
Yeah.
they used to have a ton of original stuff, and it had just gotten to the point where that stuff got bought out, and it just became like any other website. You know, there was nothing exclusive there anymore. You know, Keeley wasn't doing stuff there anymore. So it was only a matter of time, but it's hard for those big sites. I mean, I remember I used to write about games back in like 2009 through like 2010 era, and like there was a new site popping up every second, and the next site, you either have to be like a really community focused site like Destructoid, which will never go away because I mean they've got like one of the biggest and oldest communities there is, or you got to be like a behemoth like IGN. Other that, or you got to be self-sustaining. You can't kind of be in the middle. There's just the money's not there anymore to pay people. Especially when people there are expecting to get like real salaries. It's not like just any old gaming blog run by a few friends who just do it for fun. Who can?
Yeah, that's
KBMOD.com.
KBMOD can't afford to pay top salaries like we used to.
Yeah, I know, right, dude? I'm living off 150K a year over here. This is ridiculous. By the way, we're gonna talk Brandon after this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's hard. So
Yeah.
pour one out for GTTV. But they had their time. It's all good things must come to an end. I mean, at some point, either get bought out, sold, or fold.
Or you sell your integrity, which has been my kind of thing all along. But yeah.
When's KBMOD gonna sell out?
Well, anyway.
I mean, we're entertaining offers.
You guys gonna get bought by Corsair?
Burger King hit us up.
The Burger King 4 for $5. I mean, hit us up. Like, we'll push that. We'll just push that for the rest.
We're all about deals, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they had Angry Video Game Nerd too. He started on GTTV too.
That's right. He wasn't. Yeah.
Now he's bigger than they are. He has a video game that's decent.
I guess the good thing is that because people do know this site and stuff, I'm sure that the people from Game Trailers will find gainful employment elsewhere in the industry.
Oh yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah. They're all they'll be fine. The good thing about the game industry is there's a lot of turnover, but there's always a lot of people hiring.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Quantum Break is not going to be available on Steam, but it is coming, guys. Don't be sad. To the Windows Store. And Quantum Break is a game. I'm trying to. I remember. So what is the? Fill me in again though on the hype.
Isn't
on
that
Quantum.
the new? That's the new Sam Lake thing. It's a new. What's the guy with the gun
It's
made out of the staple gun?
Sci-fi. God. I feel I'm just totally blanking on. I know that people are excited about this game, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
blanking
know
on.
that people are excited for sure.
Either
All I
way,
remember-
maybe the yeah.
Alan
Either way,
Wake. It's like Alan Wake 3, kind of, right?
it's like Alan Wake. It's like
Quantum
Skyrim
Break,
with
American
guns.
Nightmare.
It's like Skyrim with guns, I think, from what I'm being told.
Yeah, like Skyrim with guns.
It's like Skyrim with
Where do you even find the Windows? Can they not put it like I have Windows 10? I have no idea where to buy.
Yeah, where to
Windows
find
games.
that?
Well, because I disabled like most of the features of Windows 10. I have it running as bare bones as possible. So now when I want to actually get something on the Windows Store, because I'm all for this Xbox Windows crossplay. Like I feel like it should have been. It's like 10 years past when it should have been happening. It's like I have a Windows PC. Why doesn't the Windows console work with it? They treat it like two separate ecosystems. So I'm all for this, but they should make it like so I know where to find the games.
Yeah, so the question, I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, it's going to be a big title. They wouldn't want to sell a first-party game through a competing storefront, right? All that stuff makes sense. But in light of recent comments by, some of the guys at Xbox, senior Xbox director, he was saying we are not intending to compete with Steam. If anything, we want Steam, right? A joke. If anything, we want Steam to be even more successful. Wow, this guy, he's really hamming it up. They've done great things for PC gamers in terms of having a single store. So this was actually comments that were made last year. So this is obviously Quantum Break being exclusive to Windows.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the store now. Top free games. So this is all mobile stuff right here. You know, all these Modern Combat, Asphalt 8, Sonic Dash, ooh, Jetpack Joyride, yeah. So let's look at the paid games. Minecraft. You can get Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I could also get on Steam. You can get Halo Spartan Strike. Ooh. You can get GTA San Andreas, Plague Incorporated. Seems like just like a weird mix of games, mostly mobile stuff, like 97% mobile stuff.
Yeah, I played Sonic Dash on my phone. I mean, it was fun, but why would I want that on my PC? It's just a runner.
That's the problem they have, is that right now it's just like a second store where
it's
we'll
a very
put up our mobile title
ecosystem.
because why not?
Like if I was on my Surface, like I'd be looking at this stuff. I don't have a Surface. You know, I'm on my PC, so I'm gonna buy games on Steam and or GOG.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, like, listen, if they build it up, I'm all for it. Like, I mean, I think Origin's great, actually. You know, the problem is, you know, it's just I hate running another thing. I hate having to run, like, when I start my PC. Okay, time to open up the 7 different stores where I keep my games. You know, I begrudgingly.
I bought things from the humble Ubisoft bundle and then was like really upset.
I have no idea where they are.
When I found out that they were all Uplay keys.
Yeah.
And I haven't redeemed them because I don't have Uplay installed.
Yeah. Well, I forgot that I have Far Cry 4, which I've never played. I'm like, I own Far Cry 4, and then I go to start it, and it tries to open Uplay, and I'm like, oh.
Yep, exactly.
Which is a bummer because I would like to play Far Cry 4. I just can't be fucked to install another thing. And then there's like Battle.net.
I have like 7 free games waiting for me to play, and I still can't be bothered to download it.
I mean, oh my god, yeah, and Battle.net, you know, I'm trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different game launchy application things on my taskbar that I have to open now every time to, like, you know, see where my games are at. Somebody needs to. I think somebody suggested an application that kind of just like puts all those together. You know, a Windows app that would, you know, combine Uplay, GOG, GOG Galaxy, Battle.net, Origin, and Steam all into one launcher.
Honestly, I think that's not a bad idea.
So you could have all your games. We call it Blockbuster. Because
like even some of the games that are on, like, say, Steam have their own launcher, and that can be frustrating. Like I don't play League that much anymore. But like the League launcher, it doesn't update until you open the client. And so sometimes if I do want to play League, I have to sit around and wait for 30 minutes. Like I would love to just have a program that's like, oh, Battlefield needs an update. So why don't I launch Origin, update Battlefield for you, so that if you do ever want to play it, because like I don't want to keep Origin open all the time.
No. Even though Origin has some really cool features and great customer support and a really nice UI.
Yeah, I think you may be onto something there, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody else. Yeah, the new Epic Games launcher. Like, if I want to play, if I want to use, you know, Unreal Engine or play Arc or Unreal Tournament or, you know, and like there's another one. So I think that's 7.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, like, because Steam does take a big cut of the revenue. So if you are a big company, like, I understand why they do have their own launchers. It just, the user experience is just so bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. So Quantum Break. I guess. I mean, the Windows
nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
I'm still. It's
like the new Hitman game. I have no idea what that game is. That game doesn't know what it is. I'm pretty sure you sneak around and kill people.
Yep. Yeah.
No.
We actually talked about that 2 or 3 podcasts ago, and yeah, that was the one that had all like the DLC where they're just releasing it in parts now. It's not going to be
it's like episodic.
Oh yeah,
game.
It was episodic. Yeah,
it's episodic now. Yeah, for all the stuff. So, but all right. Okay, so now
finally to Drake's news here.
Finally to Drake's news. So Drake, I know you're going to be playing the new Dying Light DLC or expansion or whatever the fuck they want to call it. But Drake, if you had saved just $10 million from the $50 million inheritance that you got last week, you could have. Instead of, I don't know what you ended up buying, but you could have bought the $10 million edition of Dying Light. And you might be asking, what does that get you? What does the $10 million edition get you? The big money gets spent on the Dying Light movie, which is a thing that exists, apparently. This is quoting the PC Gamer article. A worrying indictment of its potential quality, the Spotlight edition buys you a supporting role with lines and an action scene. Assuming you're not a trained actor already with that sort of cash kicking around, Roger Craig Smith will give you acting lessons to accompany your stunt training.
Sick.
Or you can
Craig Smith.
Yeah, or you can delegate
best.
to a stunt double. There's a press tour, VIP
RCS.
opening night tickets. Yeah. And if that's not enough, you get a signed copy of the script of this amazing movie that you're going to be in. So obviously, like clearly, like a marketing, little marketing ploy. But
There's an off-road driving course, and then it just says "keep the car."
it does say that. Yeah. We got to link this image here. Copy this for people, unless you already put it in chat. But yeah, I mean, part of me wants to see somebody, just some really rich person, just pull the trigger on this and see if it
I
happens.
will get
Watch
it when it
Martin
is
Shkreli
on
do
Steam
it.
sale for 99% off.
Yeah.
What would that make it? Wouldn't that still make it like $1,000?
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much would. So become the voice of Kyle Crane is also on here.
Because anybody knows who that is.
Kyle Crane.
I am deep into Dying Light lore. I love Zombie Number 42. He's my favorite character.
To know.
I love Parkour Dude.
Drake,
feel
is
like
any?
they're-
Also you get four copies of Dying Light, the enhanced edition.
$10 million.
For $10 million, you get 4 copies of the game.
It's
Only
4 of the
four.
deluxe thing that costs $60, man. That's $240 of your $10 million right there.
Yeah, I know.
So,
right?
I don't
Drake,
know
how
if
are you
you
feeling about
guys-
this? By the way, do you like this package? Do you think it's adequate?
I
gonna-
think
are you gonna
I think
initiate
it's
a
adequate.
refund
I
for
think
the
it's
one you have now?
blatantly like somebody please fund our movie. But I don't know. It seems like you definitely get your bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Now, I
Like
don't know if any of
adding
you
up
guys-
I
some
should've
of the things
invested.
on here, I can only come to maybe a few $100,000.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting even to $1 million here. Adding this up.
What if you don't have an Xbox? What if you don't have a PS4? You're gonna be fucked. It's worthless.
Like they give you 10 VIP tickets for opening night of the movie, but you only get 4 copies of Dying Light. Like you can't even give away your copies of Dying Light to your 10 friends you invite to the first showing.
Oh,
Now,
Lord.
I don't know if any of you guys draw this comparison, but this reminds me of the Saints Row 4 edition they did, where it was $1 million,
Okay.
and it looked kind of like I was like seeing what this offered and what that offered. Like in this one,
Yeah.
I'll like run through really fast. You got the you got the space flight, the replica of the dubstep gun, the hostage rescue experience, spy training, plastic surgery, personal shopper, capsule wardrobe, 7 nights at the Top Royal Suite in Dubai, a week for 2 at the Jefferson Hotel in Washington D.C., first class flights to Washington D.C. and Dubai, a Lamborghini, a new
Yeah.
Toyota Prius.
Wait,
with
do
the
you
use of
get
insurance.
a Lamborghini?
Yeah, Lamborghini.
It's included in the.
Gallardo,
Wow.
and a year's supercar membership.
Okay,
So-
so
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
comes a
1
lot
million.
closer to $1 million than
Yeah.
this comes to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 1 million, and
Yeah, that's insane.
you
compared
get
to-
one
compared-
car.
That's why this has to be a
Bullshit.
joke. Clearly, I mean, we know. It's a
Yeah.
joke.
Daddy needs a new bonus. That's what it is.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, well, not just for Drake, but anybody out there listening, if you got $10 million laying around and you want to act for
could
10
buy,
seconds.
like, 100. You could buy like 1 million copies of Super Galaxy Squadron.
Yeah, there you go.
X. Which reminds me, we have to put out another build tonight before I start. I'm gonna start sending out codes to all the press and peoples tomorrow, and then it's coming out on Thursday. That game being Super Galaxy Squadron.
We need,
Chris.
you know what we need is we need a bell and a ding every time because it's so
Ding.
far like ding. There it is.
Christian hates
Yeah, if we
you
had
so
an icon.
much right now.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He's,
he
this
does.
is literally what we pay him for.
Just trying to keep up. All right, guys. Well, there's more news on the Batman Arkham Knight side, guys. You remember this this saga, guys? The game is no longer coming to Mac or Linux.
No,
All of you,
I could
all of you Mac
totally run
users.
that shit on my MacBook, bro. Fucking hella frames.
Oh man, my favorite so clicking on the article, it just links directly to the Steam discussion, to the forums for Batman Arkham Knight and the general discussion. It's from the developer, and the second comment is your fail knows no bounds. Directly to the developer. People are pretty upset. Worst company ever. Glad I did not pre-order. Pathetic Warner Brothers. Just a few of the good job, guys, with some clappy hands. Can you tell us, are you abandoning the game, working on one last patch, continuing for 2 months, trying to fix as much as possible? This guy's really having a mental breakdown. At least the weird controls, like mouse wheel for letting go. That's the last thing he said. He's like typing in all caps. This person is so upset they spelled ridiculous wrong. RIDDICULUS. This is
Man.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I just
But,
think it's funny that this is just like a Steam forum announcement.
It
It's
is,
like nothing
yeah.
really official. It's just literally a
Which
developer.
reminds me, I have to go write the Steam post for the announcement for Super Galaxy Squadron EX.
oh man, at least God, that's my. At least the weird controls, like mouse wheel for letting go.
Wait, where are you
Like he's
reading
gonna
this
get a
at?
direct response from the developer who's like, listen, like, fuck up, like this is not happening, guys. Sorry, put your refunds in if you're on Mac or Linux.
You know, there was that
man.
one guy who had pre-ordered and only has a Linux box.
I know.
And he's just been holding out hope.
Oh man, I mean, I feel like we've talked about the Batman Arkham Knight fail every podcast for
That's the only reason I included it. Is just because we've talked about it so much that
because there's always new stuff.
it is just like it is the case study in like
is.
train wrecks of development.
It is pretty bad. Yeah. All right, and then finally, speaking of, well, I don't know necessarily about train wrecks, but speaking of this next sentence I'm going to say is a sentence that, like, I don't think until it was written for this article anyone had ever thought would ever be written or said in the history of the world. Circuit City retail locations making a comeback.
Finally,
Now tell
thank
me-
Christ.
Forget it. I want CompUSA to come back.
There you go. That's another one, Dave, that no one has thought of.
I used to go to CompUSA with my dad, and I'd be like, "Oh man, Dad, can I get the Duke Nukem 3D Plutonium pack? It's only $45, and it comes on 7 discs.
Yep,
It's great."
I remember that.
8, letting you guys know how fucking old I am.
Yeah. I used to,
I remember
dude,
those
speaking of
days.
that, my first computer, I mean, I'm 28, but my dad had a 286. And
Yeah.
I had that. I had all those that game on 7 floppy disks. All right. So anyway, to Circuit City. The subtext.
There's value in the brand. There's
Yeah.
like not a lot, but it's a known brand. I feel like if in like other countries, like if you open one up
Maybe.
in Brazil, it might do well. Like I don't know where in the States. Like I mean, I would go to it. Like if there was a Circuit City and not a Best Buy, then I needed to buy something that I
something.
couldn't get on Amazon. Like Amazon now delivers to my house because they have like that super delivery, that Prime in San Diego, and like I can get shit in 2 hours that I order on Amazon. So like why I would ever go to a Circuit City anymore? I think they're mostly gonna do it for online. I was reading. I don't know.
Yeah, they're relaunching online too.
I mean, there's value
Yeah.
in the brand. Like retail locations, I don't see it.
There's a quote from the business development VP in here that says, "We want to bring profitability back into retail." Were they not? Or?
Fuck,
You're
It's a
bro,
little
that is
obvious.
that
You're
is-
only about a decade too late.
What?
that is a goal right
We
there.
want to make
Shit.
money.
We don't want to lose money.
We're really
Yeah.
striving to earn something here.
That gives me a lot of that gives a lot of confidence right there.
They know what they're doing, man.
Oh my god. I don't know if anyone
the
says
stores
this
are
either.
targeted directly at millennials.
Oh,
It says that.
That's what the article says. I don't know if that's. I mean,
I have to make it out. You think?
What
You
is-
think?
I
they
don't
might
even
sell
know what
certain
am I a
things there?
millennial? I'm not a millennial, right? I'm Gen Y or something.
yeah, you're one of the gems.
millennial is a state of mind, Dave.
Right? Yeah, it's an Empire state of mind.
The rendering of
Dave.
the store looks more like an Apple or a
It does.
Microsoft store.
Yeah, that's what they want to do, which is funny because Microsoft already is not being successful aping the Apple Store look.
Yeah.
The Apple stores aren't doing well anymore. Nobody leaves the house anymore. Like they're
Right.
they're like
Yeah.
you know.
Brick and mortar stores. And I just this is the thing, right? Like there's enough data out there. Like you said, Apple stores aren't doing great. The stuff that Microsoft's trying to do, the brick and mortar stores, it just seems weird. Like I can understand if they were like, we're launching, it's going to be mostly entirely in online. We're just going to try to do something online. Like that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
bring it back a little
Like
bit.
bring the brand back. But again, like they said they're going to open how many? It said 50 to 100 corporate owned stores up and running by next year, and eventually 100 to 200 franchise locations. So, and they want 5,000 to 10,000 locations over the next 5. It just
That is 5 times as
Yeah.
many as Long John Silver's. That is ridiculous.
bring it back.
Those are some lofty goals.
That is. I mean, I don't. They're not going to.
And they don't even have seafood that I'm aware of. Wait, there it is. Long John Silver's inside every Circuit City.
Genius.
That's
Get
their
your
comeback.
HDMI cables and your hush puppies and your king crab legs all in the same place. It'll be the smelliest store on earth.
Wait,
terrible.
what's this quote in the article? We want to
Yeah.
bring seafood back into retail.
We want to bring profitability back into seafood.
They had to, yeah, it's just it's buried deep in this article, but definitely
Yeah,
a
it's,
unique concept. I mean, you have Starbucks and Barnes and Noble. You walk around with your coffee. Same thing with Circuit City.
Yeah.
Here,
Wow.
this picture for like the store layout. I think I see a Long John Silver sign way on one of the TVs in the back.
They're
Bit
way
obscure.
ahead of us. There's definitely. Oh my goodness, that's a deep fryer in the back left. Look, that's definitely a deep fryer. I mean, what else could it be for?
Nothing says pre and post paid smartphones and tablets like fried shrimp.
That's right.
Is that a poster for the New Bloods? Do you think they might have a
Certain game on that sign.
Yeah, in the background, if you look really close, it says Super Galaxy Squadron.
There it is. The bell.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. Well, there you go, guys. Pretty soon you can go into a Circuit City near you and relive all of your favorite, I don't know, purchasing memories at Circuit City. I don't know what to say. I don't know, but you can do it again. All right. So
I don't
some
know
quick
what it says
hits.
about me that I put a Circuit City article in the actual news, and I put something about Doom in the quick hits.
That's true. I think you're a lot closer to Circuit City than you think you are.
Maybe so.
So Doom's single player campaign is going to be around 13 hours. So that's, I guess, I don't know, Dave, you had a comment on this in regards to the multiplayer.
Of what? Oh, Doom,
Yeah.
yeah, multiplayer. I played it at QuakeCon with the Tech Syndicate guys, and we sat down. It's like, choose your loadout, and I was like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
It was like, loadout, huh? And the
Very
loadouts were. And I was like, what happened to whoever gets the rocket launcher first and jumps the fastest wins?
Yeah.
You know, because that's the kind of shit I like. It felt pretty good. I mean, it felt kind of like a UT crossed with Call of Duty mixed in with Demon stuff. But it felt really, really slow to me. But I've never been a Doom multiplayer guy. You know, I played, you know, Doom.
No one has ever been a Doom multiplayer
That's
guy.
true. Yeah, except John Romero. I used to play, you know, Doom 2 death matches on dial-up and shit, but there was never a scene, right? Because this was before the internet. So they can basically reinvent it. I was hoping it would kind of be more like a Quake Live type feel. But you know they know the market. The market's not into that. The market wants more of a Call of Duty type feel, which is fine because I really just care about the single player, and the single player looks fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, to hear that it's like 13 hours, that's
Yeah.
longer than I would have expected.
Yeah,
Because,
for this
I mean, you would think that Doom is a game that... the original Doom is repetitive, but it was groundbreaking technology at the time. For this Doom to be 13 hours, you have to think that it can't be repetitive, right? Playtesting
I'm sure it's got a
be...
really long campaign that takes you to like every fucking space station, every planet, and you know the level design looks like it's pretty good, and there's like some big. I mean, it's been working on this thing and rebooting for a long time, and then Bethesda threw a bunch of money at them to finally, you know, ship it up and you know get it into a game that they would be happy to release. I think it's gonna be sick. I mean, I look at what Bethesda gave. Machine Games the budget and time to do with Wolfenstein. And that's my favorite shooter of the last fucking century.
Yeah,
The New Order and the Old Blood were awesome. So if
those were
if
so
Doom,
good.
Yeah,
like
if Doom
they
is
turned
really
Wolfenstein from a game that didn't like Wolfenstein has a similar kind of lineage to Doom, where like there's not a whole lot of story there necessarily. But they really did some special stuff with Wolfenstein. So
they made it great. And I think they can do the same thing with Doom, except Doom doesn't need like deep character development and cool characters like they did with Wolf. I mean, I'm pretty sure Doom guy is still gonna not say a single word the whole time. But I think it looks dope so far. I'm into it. And Bethesda's also trying to do. They're gonna have you seen this now? Bethesda Net or whatever. It's gonna be another thing you're gonna have to fucking launch. They're doing their own ecosystem for people to mod Doom and do snap map and all that stuff. And I'm like, whatever. I guess BattleNet, BethesdaNet, Uplay, GOG Galaxy, Steam, Origin, whatever. Just pile them on. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hold
Desura.
on, guys. We've got breaking news.
What is that?
Long John Silver's is actually announced.
Telltale. Yeah.
Oh,
a
what?
Telltale. So Telltale has announced.
Telltale's making a Long John Silver game.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I can't wait.
Telltale presents Long John Silver Adventure Mode.
the 8-part series.
I mean,
where
to be
you,
fair,
like,
I don't know that
wanna
anyone
say
has
it, but,
actually told the true story of Long
Of
John Silver.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
I
got
mean,
all the
maybe it'll-
choices you need, like what you're ordering. It's like see what other people ordered.
Hang on, I'm
Oh,
gonna look
shit.
this up. Long John
yeah.
Silver, Wikipedia. Oh, he was a real guy. Long John Silver, oh no, is a fictional character
Oh, you spoiled
and
it.
main villain in the novel Treasure Island. Oh, which I have. Yeah, the most
Miners-
colorful and complex character in the book. He continues to appear in popular culture. So he's a guy from Treasure Island who you may know from the Vegas hotel Treasure Island.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I know
Well, there you
Tesora.
go.
I know
Breaking
Tesora's
news.
actually dead. Darkwing Zero. Pour one out for Tesora.
What is the actual breaking news there, Katie?
Yeah.
They just announced that the Walking Dead Michonne series
Mhm.
will release on February 25th.
That is a week after Super Galaxy Squadron EX
There it is. Dang it.
thing. You know, we had to get the game out next week because once you start getting into end of February, early March, you just start running headfirst into AAA releases, and you're like, well, your indie game's fucked. I don't know if you guys know this. There's 4 months you can release indie games: January, February, and July, August.
That's it.
Other than that, you're doomed.
That's good to know for Barn Door Quest.
Yeah.
It really is.
exactly.
No, it's
Yeah.
that's some of the
We
best
could have
advice
made
I
a
can.
grave mistake.
Yeah. No, actually, no. You want to release in November, the same week as Call of Duty. Actually, no.
Yeah.
You want to be
Yeah.
like Rise of the
Same.
Tomb Raider and release the same day as Fallout 4
Mm.
on one platform and hope for
God.
the best. I think they're actually picking it up on Steam, and then they'll kill it on PS4 with that game.
Yeah.
I've heard it's very good. I hear Lara gets beat up a lot and falls down and climbs things.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
groundbreaking.
The last one.
It's groundbreaking.
I don't
Pretty
know
game.
if this is definitely a quick hit, but Battlefield Hardline is getting a new expansion in March. If you give a shit.
I
Oh,
forgot that came out.
Right.
Harder
I
than
know.
I've ever forgotten anything came out.
do people still care about that game
I
somewhat?
don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if anybody
well,
who is playing. Who's still
I see
playing?
people.
Yeah,
I see
who-
people playing 4.
Yeah, I see
And
4 all the time, but not.
I see people playing
never
4. I
this.
see people playing 3 because 3 was, in my mind, the last one I really liked a lot.
I mean,
haven't-
four is
I don't-
really good. Four
Well,
is
4
quite
took
good.
took a while to get there.
Yeah, it
Um,
did, but it's really good now. I mean, I think that game has had more longevity than I would have thought it had when it came out.
I mean, Hardline didn't have to. I mean, Hardline was. Let's face it. It was an expansion pack. You know,
Yeah,
they
pretty much.
reskinned the Jeeps and turned them into cop cars and added a story, and they're like, it's a new game. They didn't need to do that. But I don't know anybody who plays Hardline.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone
Yeah,
in the
just wait
comments of
for
this
it.
article is saying this game is dead on PC. There's like 3 active 3 servers question mark. So like what? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
know.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
hyped
just
for
wait
Titanfall
for-
too, with a goddamn single player mode, which is what I wanted the whole time.
Yeah.
I want Titanfall. I want you to be able to play as Titans versus like giant kaiju monsters. Like, could you
Oh,
imagine
shit,
if
that'd be
you,
awesome.
if you could
Yeah,
just
that would be.
if you could just jump in a bunch of Titans and like Godzilla starts coming down like the lane and you have to like 5 of you to like kill a Godzilla? Like that's the
That
game I
would-
want to.
Yeah, that would be
Multiplayer
cool.
Pacific Rim game. I'm down.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Weren't they working on one?
Well, there
That-
was
No,
There
Toro
was, like,
can't get anything fucking greenlit these days.
They need to make like a modern Gundam game.
Yeah, oh, that'd be sick.
I'm gonna keep holding out for Bad Company 3.
I was going to say, the fact that the only reason I put this in is just to highlight the fact that they're doing a Battlefield Hardline expansion,
yeah.
which is inevitably taking away resources from Bad Company 3.
I don't even. Yeah, but I mean, most the. Oh wait, I need to give Chris more codes. Most of the guys that worked in DICE on Bad Company aren't even there anymore,
I mean,
right?
listen, that's not the point.
It is the point. If they put out a new one, it's gonna be some watered down shpagooga.
Yes, but that's already going to be the case. I expect that.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to be better than Bad Company 2 because that's probably not possible. I just want to relive a piece of what Bad Company 2 was. Like, the thing is that Bad Company 2 was so much more focused on infantry combat, where Battlefield 4, almost all of the games you get in are really
Vehicles.
heavily revolved around vehicles. And so that's why, like, Bad Company is in my opinion a better piece of that franchise because it's more focused on like the gunplay and the vehicles are pretty easy to kill.
Dude, I would be so down to play that tonight if anyone's in.
Like
download
Company
that.
2.
Tempting.
All right, so there you go. That was for the quick hits. Katie's in. You want to do the new releases here for us, or at least
Yeah.
a few of them?
Yeah, we'll do
Go ahead.
the new releases. So
Well, the new releases on here originally
Yeah,
were
orig-
from like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Ones we should, I guess, games that came out 2 weeks ago that we should
Recent
highlight.
releases.
Notable.
Recent releases.
Notable.
You
now.
say that, but then American Truck Simulator is on here.
Yeah, American
a
Truck Simulator
notable-
should be on every fucking week.
Every list,
God
every week.
Damn it, America.
But yeah, that came out on February 3rd. February 5th, we got XCOM 2.
Yes.
Come
Which
to
apparently
which
it's
I need
really
to
good.
play. Street Fighter 5's coming out. Is that
Yeah.
coming? Is that PC too?
Yeah, it's
or
on
only
PC.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
PC and,
Yep.
and PS4 exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
so-
coming to Xbox, correct?
I don't know about never,
I think,
but it
I
looks
think I
like
read
a
that somewhere
strong
because
no.
I think Sony like actually funded a bunch of the development
That
with
sounds
Capcom.
right.
So
that sounds right.
I think I read that. So like literally never on Xbox. Not
That's
enough
actually the
spam.
slogan for Street Fighter 5. It's literally
Street
never on
Fighter
Xbox.
Never
Never would have on the Xbox.
There's like a mini game where instead of punching up the car, you like punch up an Xbox One.
It says that
Yeah.
every time you launch the game. Street Fighter 5, never on the Xbox.
Fuck you, Phil Spencer.
Rocket League also coming out for Xbox next month.
Yeah, so American Truck Simulator right now is only California and Nevada, and eventually they're going to keep adding the entire United States. But I live in California and frequently visit Nevada, so I'm fine with the game as it is right now.
Yeah, and how much you were saying before, like how much?
And it's huge already. It's
yeah.
huge.
So like, were you able
As
to?
Donald
drive,
Trump
like,
would
did
say,
you
it's
recognize?
huge.
Like, is it an approximation, right? I mean, because it can't be the entire. Like,
No, so how the
do
truck
they do?
simulator games go, they have stretches of highway, which are
Yeah.
basically just highway and stuff on the sides, and then a town. They'll pick a town like say San Diego, and they'll make it kind of look like that town.
okay.
But it's they don't one for one everything.
no, that's what I mean. Yeah, like you can't
No,
drive to
it's,
your
it's
house.
it's like a few miles that looks like a location, then a big stretch of highway, and highways going to and then a little town that looks like a location, and that's kind of they scale it down, but it's and there's only 2 trucks right now, which is weird. But the streaming radio is really cool. You can, there's a bunch of different radio stations you can play. They just use stream internet radio. They've got they've got their own online thing now called World of Trucks, where you can like upload where you can like upload all your stats and everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
The game just works. I mean, it's I don't know what it is about those truck simulator games, but they're fun to play. I mean, no, fun is the wrong word. I'm sorry. They're engaging. They're addictive just because of the building aspect. It's like, here's your little garage. If you work really hard, you can have a big trucking company. And you're like, oh, I want to have my own trucking company, and you get to name it New Blood Trucking. It put Super Galaxy Squadron on the side of the trucks. Where's the bell?
It seems like
There
kind
it
of a soothing thing. Like you just
Yeah.
you're just
No,
like
it is
cruising in the game.
Well, did you see like that joke? The German people. They go and they work. They drive truck all day, and then they go home. It's like, yeah, okay, time to play Truck Simulator. It's like all they do is just want to work all the time.
I was just thinking though, is like just how insane our world is now. Is like not necessarily like a menial task or anything, but like a real job, a trucker that somebody's out on the road doing this, like as their job. If you showed this to somebody, like if there was a way to go back in time and show like before video games, like someday people will sit at home and pretend to be doing, pretend to be driving trucks across,
What was it on the?
just be like,
On New Year's, it was like, I'm gonna go play Fireworks Simulator. Fuck going outside.
yeah, exactly.
I wonder if actual
It's
truckers
bizarre.
are like pretty upset that people play this for fun. It's like
Right,
this
that it's-
this isn't a
Fun.
game.
It's my fucking life.
This is my life. Yeah.
Serious
Life is
matter.
this road. I don't know if truckers are using Steam that much.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
So this next release is kind of like a hybrid into some news.
XCOM.
H1Z1 on the 17th is going to split into 2 different games because they apparently realized how successful
Every time
the
you say
King of the Hill-
H1Z1, Jimmy gets a hard on. Hang on.
Yeah,
I can hear it from here. Hang on. Wait.
can hear
There
the
it is.
You can hear his jeans just stretching.
But yeah, it's going to split into 2 different games. One is just going to be focused just on the survival aspect of it, like just that mode. And then the Battle Royale is going to be H1Z1 Kill of the Kill, where it's just
King of the Kill.
King of the Kill, not Kill of the
did
Kill.
you say kill of the kill?
Kill of the Kill. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you already own H1Z1, you will get both. I don't know if we talked about this already.
No, we
I don't
didn't.
think so.
Nope, we waited till now.
Oh.
Yeah. So is
but
this?
yeah.
I'm sorry. Is this like the full release though? Like out of beta or whatever? Like is this, they're gonna be 2 separate games,
I'm
or are
not
they
sure
still
about that.
in development that are just being split up and still the never coming out you know,
No,
days.
it looks like they're still early access. They're just
Okay.
going to be 2 early access titles.
Okay.
But I think if you already own H1Z1, you'll just own
Right.
both of them.
Right.
So I'm not really sure what prompted this.
This
The
I
spin-off?
can.
They're saying it's for the development teams to have 2 separate, to just be able to split them off and have them focus on the 2 different products. Because
Yeah, I can
don't
kind
know.
of see it. Like,
Yeah.
I can see how the community is clearly like divided between people who like I've watched streamers play it, so I'm gonna play the battle royale, and like people who just are not like me. I'm not really interested in like getting at a really long session of getting all and then losing everything when you die. That kind of like survival thing. So
Yeah.
I could kind of see the idea of like if you don't already own it, you could like save a bit of money by like just buying King of the Kill if you just want to play that mode. So I can kind of see that, but
I'm just surprised because it seems like if people wanted to play one or the other badly enough, they would have just bought H1Z1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't play survival games.
I'm the same
What-
way.
what
Dave.
is-
No
I
idea.
get exhausted hearing about them.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like I understand people love
I
it.
want to
get it.
make one because I like free money.
Yeah. And
Oh, I
Dave, you never
actually-
have to. Dave, you never have to release ever. Like you
it
just
never,
you-
just never
just
released.
go
Like
forever.
DayZ has still never been released. I actually, so we have a Slack channel in New Blood Slack called Bad Game Ideas, and I have a game.
Oh,
It's
Is
called.
that just where your normal game ideas go?
Yeah, pretty much. That's where Super Galaxy Squadron goes. And the game I came up with is a mix of I think the hottest genres on Steam right now, based on Steam Spy. It's called Isle of Waifu. It is
yes.
it is a dating sim survival game hybrid
Oh, this is
where
good already.
you must survive by dating the best waifu on the island and become prosperous, but the other players also want the best waifu. So competition, survival, betrayal, Isle of Waifus coming soon from New Blood LLC.
I mean, you joke, but
They would sell a
That sounds
bajillion
fucking-
it would
copies.
sell a bit. It would sell an insane amount of copies. And you
Isle
could
of
just
Waifu.
you could just shit
Someone's
it
gonna
out, just make
snap that
something super bare bones, and you'd
Yeah.
at least get the novelty buys.
And we actually,
Just
we also had a concept for a meta survival game, like a survival game where the whole thing is to survive until you shit out another survival game, and then you have to eat and survive until you can shit out another survival game, and it's just endless and endless, and it's just extremely meta. And I think that would work too. The problem is
That
actually
would.
building these games is hard, but somebody needs to do like a real send up, like of these fucking survival games, a game that just fucking really makes fun of them, kind of the way Goat Simulator took the piss out of
Yeah.
simulator games. It's just the problem is these survival games are not like easy to develop, which is
Yeah.
surprising because apparently anyone could do it, like one guy.
Oh, I'm thinking about it now. Like you control a character who has to take a shit, and it like randomly generates the survival game, like either on an island or like in a forest. Oh my god, I'm gonna download fucking Lumberjack right now so I can make this
Start working on it.
or Lumberyard,
Lumberyard, yeah.
and then Waifu Isle of Waifu is just like a JPEG in Unity.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited
went
for this
down
next
the-
one, Katie. What the hell is this?
Oh my god, this next game comes out on February 15th. It's called My Name is Mayo. It's tough to figure out, but it looks like the point of the game is you have to tap a jar of mayonnaise. You
I
What?
fucking
like,
hate.
picture a finger, and you kind of touch it.
I,
I'll link it in chat, but
yeah.
The beginning of the trailer says, "Here comes the touching story of a mayo jar."
And it's literally a touching story.
And you literally
First
just
screen.
spam. You click, and the
just-
mayo jar. It's a clicker.
touch.
It's-
it's really odd. The first image has a woman with a spoon filled with mayo saying, "I wish my man was this smooth." It looks. There's one screenshot of a jar of mayo in a leopard spotted thong. And-
I hate every. I
I
hate it. Hate everything.
Yeah, that comes out tomorrow.
Is it for sale or is it just a freebie? Because if it's a freebie, then I don't.
Oh my
I don't
god.
think it says yet.
It doesn't
I
say.
haven't even noticed this, but at their system requirements, processor says an okay one. Graphics, anything that can run solitaire. Sound card, they put whatevs.
It's
Yeah.
it looks like a clicker game because he's just clicking on the jar and then things are raining down.
Yeah.
upon him. So it's
Sweet.
it's a click.
I like Plantera
Additional-
is a really good clicker game. It doesn't have Pantera. I just realized the top review for Super Galaxy Squadron on Steam just says "fuck you, Dave Oshry."
I have to.
57 people found this review helpful. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I live and die for my games.
God.
But yeah, additional notes: mayonnaise overconsumption may be hazardous to your health.
Mm.
This looks
There-
like
Is there a link to this?
Oh
yeah.
it's in here,
I
send
dropped it in the chat. I can put one in again. But yeah, that comes out tomorrow. No word on the price. It's from Green Lava Studios, who, oh my god, they've actually made other games.
Mm.
Which I will see if these are.
You know what's funny?
successful.
I actually like the art design. It's got like that 50s advertisement look.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely
have you
stylish.
seen the one picture where there's whipped cream and a thong on the mayo
Yeah,
jar?
yeah, the like leopard spotted. Oh,
Into
that's
it.
bizarre.
The only game they have on Steam is My Name is Mayo. Casual simulation.
This next
Unlock-
game looks really cool, Katie. Downfall looks really
Yeah,
neat.
Downfall. It's like
Has
a 2D.
Downfall been out for like 10 years?
No, the demo came out like I think a week ago.
Oh, I'm thinking of Downwell.
Oh yeah, it's been out. But yeah,
I'm just excited because for this, Katie, it says the developers stress this game is not recommended for players under the age of 18. You know, there's gonna be some hardcore shit in this.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's gonna be some
game.
balls.
It has a real dark. It looks like a real fucked up dark art
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
From the story, it looks like it kind of has like a Silent Hill 2 vibe. Like there's
Little
nothing
bit.
Joe wouldn't do for his wife. Things go from bad to worse.
To insanity.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
There's nothing Joe wouldn't do for his wife except that. She wanted it. Yeah.
Except
I mean, the trailer just looks like a lot of axe murdering.
Yeah, it does.
Which reminds me,
There's
that
nothing.
Friday the 13th game is coming out at some point.
That's right. I remember. I watched
The
it.
Jay-Z plays Jason, and you have to hunt down the camp counselors,
Yeah.
which
It
is
looks. It's a cool idea.
it should be pretty cool. Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
they're still working on it.
Yeah.
But I think I get the feeling it'll be out this Halloween. I mean, not that I know how to market video games, but if I was gonna put out a Friday the 13th game,
Probably. Yeah, probably a good idea. Do it then.
what else?
All right, Katie. This last one, man. I know this is all
Yeah.
Oh,
this
is this Waifu Simulator too?
for. Yep.
Yeah, this
I-
appeals to a certain demographic.
I need
It's,
to get the rights to Ganguro Girl 1.6.
God.
Put that on Steam. Yeah, you guys remember that game. Wow, this game looks.
This game is $10. I can't get over
yeah,
it.
and people they'll probably fucking buy it. It's
Oh wait,
What-
volume one.
Opara-
Well, volume one is okay. Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, volume one
it's a-
definitely.
It's a dating
Listen,
sim,
it's-
right?
I can't say. I haven't played it,
That's a lie.
but you.
You have definitely played Nico Para
No,
volume.
We don't have sides, Nekopara. You pronounce it right, you
Para.
motherfucker.
Sorry, sorry. I don't mean to offend you. I'm not a boo.
business
it
is
is-
booming for La Soleil, the patisserie run by Kashu Minaduki with his 2 cat girls, Chocola and Vanilla, his sister Shigure, and the Minaduki family's 4 cat girl sisters.
Mr. Dookie.
This game has
There's the
nudity
future.
in it. Just to confirm, there is nudity.
So Nico Para Volume 0 has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. 95%.
It's
3,400 reviews. That's
One
like
thing that's
higher.
worth
That's like higher than
Damn.
fucking like Nuclear Throne and Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
insane.
It's
Is
worth
it just a
mentioning
dating
that,
sim? Like I used to play these on fucking 2flashgames.com when I was in high school. I love those stupid dating sims because the closest thing you get to playing porn when you were in high school on the the internet at school.
It's worth
Listen,
mentioning
now-
that these games have a setting that affects the jiggle physics of
Oh,
certain characters, which is a
How to
first
play
for
it in Soul.
gaming.
If you want good jiggle
So-
physics, play Blade and Soul.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
just put in
Me,
chat the top
Ruben
review
Soul.
for the first one. It's pretty incredible. Anyway, this is the top review of my sister on my Steam account. Matt, what's Nico Para? My friend gave it to me. Just some weird weeaboo thing. Can I play it? Okay. We play through the game, mostly making fun of how annoying all the characters are. The bath scene starts. Everything gets super fucking awkward. Bath scene ends. Game ends. Sister calls me a creep and goes to bed. I'm now sitting alone at my computer wondering why I accepted the gift in the first place. I tell my friend and he gives me Nico Para 1. So I mean, KD, even though you haven't played the game, I mean, what kind of nudity are we talking about? I'm assuming just some titties or what?
There is a patch to where
You're acting like you don't know. Just totally
I'm
quiet.
watching the preview video, and there's one of the cat girls sucking on a finger,
Oh,
covered in what looks to be batter. I hope it's batter.
I'm gonna need you to link that.
just make
It's
sure
on
you
the Steam
download
page.
the.
It's on the Steam page. Just it's the autoplay video.
Yeah, if it's
What time
anything
on
like
auto-
if it's anything like the first game, make sure you download the patch that adds in the scenes that couldn't quite make it to Steam.
oh my god.
So it's a bit essential.
Oh my god, she is sucking on what? You're
Yeah,
right.
Wait, is this the original game or the new one?
The new one, Volume 2, right about 122 in. You can see it.
Oh my god, I'm reading reviews for the first one. This guy has 9,000 hours played, and he said it's okay.
Okay,
This is the best stealth experience in a video game so far. You have to hide in real life. Your family, your friends, your dog. There is no death in this game, but if you get caught, there comes the shame.
Reviews are great.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
But yeah, Necopara Volume 2.
All right.
Please look
And-
forward to the KBMOD review.
That's right. All right, Katie, there's one more that we almost missed foolishly.
Oh, how could I forget?
We haven't talked about it all yet, but
Comes out February 18th.
February 18th. Is it a game where you shoot spaceships with other spaceships?
I don't know.
believe
It's a
so.
bit obscure.
Does it take place in a galaxy? Are there 14 playable ships and multiple difficulties and modes and a story
God.
mode with deep and engaging lore?
It does.
Is it
Oh
my God, it
Super
is.
Galaxy Squadron?
I believe so.
EX. Yeah, Super Galaxy Squadron coming out. So a lot of people are like, "What is Super Galaxy Squadron EX?" It's a big remastered version of this game we put out last year for charity. I don't know if you saw, we donated $10,000 to Child's Play yesterday from proceeds from the original Super Galaxy Squadron. This is a big, better remastered version. The keys y'all are getting right now are for regular Super Galaxy Squadron. They will turn into Super Galaxy Squadron EX on Thursday, so don't be like, where's EX? I thought this was a key for EX. It is a key for EX, but right now it's just for the regular game until we update the EXE on Steam. And yeah, we're going to have it out of MagFest, the shmup. It's like a shmup you can beat. It's not like Ikaruga where you're just gonna like die and be like, this game's really amazing, but I suck at it. It's like a shmup for like people who like aren't like Korean, so they'll be pretty good at it. And yeah, we're stoked. We're stoked to get it out so we can get working on the next game and then start bundling it with Nico Para on Bundle Stars.
Nice.
And
All
that's Super Galaxy Squadron. And if you like Super Galaxy Squadron, feel free to leave a review on Steam. If you hate Super Galaxy Squadron, be sure to leave a review on Steam so we can make it better. And, the funnier your review is, the more internet points you get. You know how it works.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, we know all about reviews here at the KBMOD podcast,
Oh,
Brandon. We're talking about
Yeah,
that
and I'll
later.
be sending you guys some codes, too. So I took a screenshot of the finger-sucking part.
Wait, in Super Galaxy Squadron?
Yeah, no. Oh,
Shit.
there are anime waifu girls on Super
Oh.
Galaxy Squadron now.
It's one of the
Shit.
ships. Is that DLC?
Yeah, it's DLC. Somebody asked me like, why there's 14 ships? Why don't you like make it free to play and lock like 10 of the ships behind a paywall? And I was like, it's actually a really good idea.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, there's still time before you release, right? Maybe just set up a...
Yeah, there's another 6 days until
6 days, yeah. Today's the 14th.
Squadron EX. Yeah, shmup stands for shoot 'em up. Those old school like 1942 style games where you just move a ship around and shoot at stuff. Cave is known for doing them. It's not really a bullet hell, but there's some bullet helly bits to it. You'll dig it. It's easy to play. It's $10. Soundtrack's $2. It's good time. People seem to like it at PAX and stuff. I wouldn't, me, I wouldn't be promoting it if it wasn't at least a 4.3 out of 10.
That's right. That's your cutoff.
That's
Nothing.
my cutoff. I have never gotten a review lower than 4.3 out of 10 for one of my games, so therefore that is the cutoff. God bless IGN's review of Rise of the Triad.
There you go. Wow.
Okay, so here it is. No, unban me. You need to see the finger sucking. People need to know.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah,
Go
that's...
ahead.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
enjoy this at all.
Put it in there again.
There it is. Oh, did you get it? Yep, exactly. Yeah. That
Yep.
was-
Yeah.
What is the Context.
Can I also point out that she definitely, I mean, again, as with all these games, but she looks like she's maybe 11 years old.
Yeah, you can see the
So-
tail in the background. She's a cat. It's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's okay. She's not
a
actually
cat.
a person.
It's a cat. It's
Got it.
only. God.
God damn it. Oh
Game
man.
of the year already.
Can you imagine like a
Had
bunch
good
of like
context.
Japanese guys sitting in a boardroom like planning this game out?
Yes, I actually can.
Yeah. This is the greatest idea we have ever had.
I had dream last night. We need to put it in game.
It was very wet dream.
Take batter all over little cat. Make it human. It's great.
games centered around this.
And then he accidentally fucks the cat.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Excellent.
All right, moving on. We got to get into viewer questions here. We're
Okay.
going to start off with one from James is Ninja via email, who asks and says, "Hello there, KBMOD crew. I have a food-based question for you all. So, what is your go-to gas station / convenience store snack pickup? I always go for Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips. That's a good.
Sweetest
That's a
fish.
good choice.
Like munchy food.
Yeah, I think actual munchies are one of my now that they're bagging, like you can buy munchies where it's what is it? It's like Cheetos, pretzels, Doritos. I don't know. There's like actually branded.
Oh yeah,
munchies.
like the different types of food in the one.
In the
I've had
one,
that
yeah,
before.
where you get a whole. Yeah, I like that. I like buying that. I'll go beef jerky or not beef jerky. I'll go Slim Jims. I'll eat a Slim Jim on a road trip, man. That's about it. But I'll have a Slim Jim once in a while, and feel terrible. Like eat like 2 of them and be like, oh my god.
I like. I'm big on the wheat thins. Like the wheat thins,
Mm-hmm.
can't go wrong. I like cashews, just like roasted cashews. You know, so I like nuts in my mouth.
Mm.
And Julia bought a bunch of Thin Mints from the Girl Scouts
Oh.
and put them in the freezer.
Oh.
And
You can't get
I
those at a gas station.
Yeah, hold on, Dave. This
Obey
is
the
a gas station.
question.
Why-
I'm sorry, I missed it. Well, no, if there's Girl Scouts
That'd be my
walking by
favorite
the gas
gas station.
station,
And they
turning
happen to
tricks
have a
as they
freezer.
do, and they yeah.
Just pop it in your
so
cooler,
maybe.
man.
I,
about
I
anybody
usually
else?
I usually go like I go beef jerky because I like stuff that doesn't like get your hands dirty or something, especially if you're driving. It's kind of like when you're on your PC and you don't want something to make your hands dirty. So like pretzels or beef jerky.
Starburst. I'm big
Yeah,
on
when
the
you're playing
Starburst.
American Truck Simulator.
Yeah.
Do both.
This is the whitest snack list ever. I don't know. What do you want us to say? Fucking chitlins?
Yeah, I don't know what do you want from us.
Yeah, I love getting some
I'm
Popeyes.
definitely big on like the candy like Starburst.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starburst is good because they don't make a mess. They've got the unwrapped mini Starburst now, and for some reason they don't taste like regular Starburst. Do not recommend. Not as good.
Huh.
Interesting. Sure, it's not just like a mental thing.
No,
Because
they don't taste the same. I've tried like mushing a bunch together to get the same shape as a regular size Starburst. No, like I like the idea that they're unwrapped already and they're just in a bag. Because like
Yeah.
literally like unwrapping Starburst, unless you're like a chick in college doing it with your tongue, like look what I can do. There is nothing. There is nothing.
Yeah.
There is nothing fun about it. Do you remember that?
I feel like Dave knows this person.
Dave
like
knows
there's
this
a person
person.
he's
Oh,
thinking
man.
of.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, my wife can do that. But I mean,
I like hot peanuts, like the ones that you can get for like 50 cents or something.
Oh,
you
like
basically
the-
just get them at convenience stores.
okay.
Yeah.
Beef-
It sounds like
Really?
Brandon. You just
God
sounded like
damn.
an 80-year-old man. I like you guys got the hot peanuts. I like a warm towel and hot peanuts on a road trip. Maybe
See,
some ginger
Hutch in the chat brings up Buc-ee's, which we've talked about before.
Yes, he has
and
talked
like the most extravagant thing you can get at Buc-ee's is like really extravagant. They have like probably a dozen kinds of beef jerky. They've got all sorts of stuff there. So like if you're stopping at a Buc-ee's, my answer is really different. Because you can get some real gourmet stuff at
yeah.
Buc-ee's.
If you're stopping at a Wawa, like it's done.
Why would I get
Oh,
why would I
Wawa,
get hot
holy
peanuts
shit.
and an enema?
Hey,
That
I'm
doesn't
Brandon.
make
I'll
any
get some
sense.
peanuts in an enema. Gotta clean myself out.
Jesus.
I haven't been to a Wawa in ages, man. I wish they'd have.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I love Wawa.
I can't wait to like go back to work this summer. There's like a Wawa on my route to work.
See, the thing is, like, if convenience, so like Sheets and Wawa's, like, you don't have to settle for like if you want, you can get relatively real food. Like, you get a sandwich. They got all kinds of hot food now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Sheets has better hot food. Wawa has better like cold hoagies.
100% agree. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
wow, it was cool. I used to date this chick who in what the fuck, not Baltimore. She went to I don't know where the hell Joe. She dated Joe Flacco before me, so wherever the hell he went to school.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
she
a nice
fucking
humble
traded. She
brag.
traded down. This is before he got drafted.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, no, this was
Does she
this was
regret
in,
that? Did she
yeah,
ever?
probably. I don't know. I don't talk to her anymore. She's a bitch. But there was a Wawa right there, and I used to go to that thing every day. I was like, oh my god, they have mac and cheese and sandwiches and every. This is
Yep.
a convenience
yeah.
store. This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Wawa's dope. I wish that California has some good stuff. Like we get the In-N-Out, so we get awesome, Mexican food and stuff. But like, I would kill for a Dunkin' Donuts. Like I would
Dave, I've been saying
stab
this.
somebody in the eye. Like somebody could go like, "Hey, you see that lady across the street? Stab her in the eye, and we'll open a Dunkin' Donuts near your house." And like that lady would not have an eye.
Yeah. Well, that's what I don't get. So, especially in Los Angeles, lived there for 3 years. Came from Wawa, having Sheets. Everything there is 7-Eleven. It's all fucking shitty. Is it because 7-Eleven? Like, I don't understand why these companies they would kill. I feel like they would kill on the West Coast. I mean, because quality. Like it blows 7-Eleven away. It blows all that shit. Why do you? I don't know why. Why no one's made a foray into the West? They need to because it's a crime.
No, probably it's expensive though. It's probably
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, franchise. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts is coming back slowly. I mean, getting a Wawa. It's weird because like Californians, I guess we shop differently. Like I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New York, so I'm used to like a lot of delis, a lot of bodegas, a lot of small places. A lot of different chains where it's like in California they're like they want to like sit and like talk and like work on their fucking screenplays and shit. So like anything less than a Starbucks is like weird to people. So Dunkin' Donuts tried to come out here like a long time ago and failed miserably, and now I think they're just trying to come back. I mean, Wawa would be cool, but I don't know. It's weird market out here, man. It's not a business I know anything about, but that's like my dream in life to own a Dunkin' Donuts franchise. and live above it. I have really weird dreams.
Man.
I told Julia this once back when we were living in my apartment downtown. I was like, babe, that coffee store? Like, there was a coffee place at the bottom of it. Wasn't a chain or anything. They went out of business. A little coffee shop at the bottom of our building. I was like, babe, when we get enough money, I'm gonna buy a Dunkin' Donuts franchise. I'm gonna put it in the bottom of the building, and every morning I'll wake up and I'll go down and I'll start the coffee, and that'll be our life. And she's like, this is the dumbest dream you've ever had. I mean, this is a great dream. She's like, go back to making video games. Like, okay.
Oh man. Yeah. They opened right before I left LA. They were opening a Dunkin' Donuts. It was like a huge. They were promoting it, but they were opened a Dunkin' Donuts in WeHo, I think. There had been nothing in West Hollywood like that, and everything else had failed. But the day that they opened it, apparently the line was like, it was the place to be to get your Dunkin'. I mean, I'm sure it was probably people from the East Coast or whatever, like being like, holy shit. I like Dunkin' Donuts a lot too. I've never been a fan of Starbucks myself. It's whatever. I mean, I'll drink it, but
Downtown Philly probably has 4 times the amount of Dunkin' Donuts than Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's like I've been to I went to Boston and literally counted 3 blocks in a row. There was a Starbucks like on each corner. Like it's like that in downtown Philly. There'll be a Dunkin' Donuts and you'll like walk around the block. There's another one.
Yep.
They gotta stake their claim.
I mean, it's good shit.
All right. So lovely Hardballer 25, the legend himself has
always
a
with the
question.
questions.
Yeah. So
no questions from Two Hit 'em Quit 'em today. Damn.
Yeah.
Slacking, bro.
So Hardballer, and Dave apparently has a lot of dreams. So maybe Dave would be qualified to answer this. If you have a dream where you DP a guy, does that mean deep down you want to DP a bro? It's just a friend he wants to know.
Bro job. It's just a prank.
God.
What?
Choo choo.
Did he actually? Did Hardballer actually rhyme by accident as well?
Is this corrected? I want to see the actual tweet.
Yeah.
It's an actual tweet. It's legit.
Somebody in chat said Dunkin' Donuts is so shitty, and I think he needs to be banned for life from KBMOD.
Yeah, can we get that done?
Excuse me, Common Pleb, you're gonna take a timeout.
Common Pleb. So getting to the core of the question, clearly Hardballer had a dream about DPing somebody, and he's wondering if that means deep down does he want to? And I mean, no one can answer that question. There's a lot of things rolling around in everybody's subconscious. I can't answer that. I don't know. It does sound like
in Hardballer's case, it absolutely does mean that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Right.
If you have a dream where you DP a guy, first of all, it means you're gay.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just
No,
means,
it's
you know,
just-
you
Wait,
know,
by
you need to-
yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. How do you do that? Well, that one guy, the one
You've got
guy with two dicks,
You've got two
double
dicks,
dick
yeah.
dude on Reddit.
Actually, yeah, that-
yeah, the Reddit dude. Oh man, that dude
guy's
lives
got
a
life.
very crazy lifestyle.
He has two dicks and they're both huge. Like, fuck you, man.
That actually maybe is important. Like who is with you in the dream, because
Yeah.
that might give us like some guidance here to understand.
Oh man.
You're DPing a guy with you and the other members of the Super Galaxy Squadron. And all the pilots are standing around.
Oh man, the most slutty.
And a slutty Galaxy Squadron. Slutty anime Galaxy Squadron.
In space, no one hears you come.
Oh my god, that should be the slogan. That's it.
And I think that's the end of the show.
All right. Well,
Thanks for coming in.
Face, no one can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
so hardballer. Anyway, Dave, you're definitely gay if you're having that dream, and Brandon's saying, yeah, it definitely means you do. So you probably should get that.
I actually
You should
like,
get that checked out.
Get that
Go get your gayness checked out.
the gayness.
as
Like,
I
I think I need a
reread-
CAT scan to check
Take
check
that,
gayness.
Take that one BuzzFeed quiz. It'll sort you out.
As I reread this question, I can't tell if he means it's a friend who had the dream, or Hardballer had the dream about a friend.
Oh yeah, it's just a friend. So did you tell him that you had a dream about DPing him and he wants to know what it means?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm now a little bit confused because I
That
can't
seems like
tell.
a really specific dream.
It does.
It's a very unique scenario.
Having met Hardballer, I can sense that this question is something he probably thinks about a lot. Like, this happened to him for sure.
Yeah.
And like, he's actually asking us because he wants to know. I don't think this is a joke to him.
No, I don't think it's a troll.
I mean, probably. I don't know. Why don't you just go DP him, dude? You know, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm sorry. I mean, do him.
Yeah.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Selfish.
You like it or you don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Ask him, see if he's into it, give it a try, and if you don't like it,
And actually,
then I
it doesn't
guess
mean
not.
it actually doesn't mean that he's gay. He could be bisexual for all we know.
This is
I mean,
true,
maybe
yeah.
maybe like both.
He could be triceratops sexual.
Yeah. All right. And finally, we have a question from Brian via email, who asks, "Are you naked if you're only wearing socks?"
I got it. Sorry,
What?
I got the code. Sorry, I was so happy. Sorry.
The
I
answer
thought you had
is
the answer, like you were raising your hand.
No.
I know this one. The answer is no because you're wearing socks. What a dumbass question.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're absolutely, yeah, you're wearing
That's it.
socks.
There's
Those
no
are
I mean,
debate.
you're naked to an extent, but you're not like 100% naked. Obviously, if you're
Not
wearing
naked.
something.
Katie,
I mean, where's the sock?
I got
How many
it.
socks are you wearing?
That's a good point, actually. I
Yeah.
don't know
You
where
could
they're
have
wearing
socks
the socks
on everything, man.
Oh man.
Although I'm gonna need an ankle sock for the center region.
What do you think, Katie?
Who's dedicated?
You seem to. I mean,
You seem to
like
have-
you are super excited about answering
right.
this question.
No, I mean, well,
When you walk around your house naked in socks, do you consider yourself naked?
I definitely consider myself naked.
I think-
I don't consider socks to be clothes. Socks are like tools to keep your feet warm.
Socks are like tools that keep your feet.
Yeah.
So when you buy like socks that have like designs on them, you're just buying like
Yeah.
stylish tools for yourself.
I don't go to the clothes department. I go to the hardware store.
So what is a shirt? Is it just a tool to keep your keep your chest
exactly.
covered?
Just a
Yeah.
tool. It's a
Useful.
tool to keep my fucking pecs in from fucking
Yeah.
exploding onto you whenever I see you.
All
Maybe.
my clothes are just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill,
My-
stop
my-
over at the Gap. Got a pair of those Woolinator 9000s the other week.
My
Oh, my
clothes
clothes
just
Served me
hold
pretty
my
right
fucking-
ever since.
They hold my mass in that I've been
Get all my
cultivating
clothes.
by eating burritos.
Oh man.
Cultivating mass.
I know what the feeling. I understand what you're saying though. Katie said they don't. It's not a substantial piece of clothing, right? And it's. I think technically the answer Dave's saying is right. I mean, it is an article. Your feet are covered, so you're
Yeah, you're not
technically.
naked,
Your
you're
I mean,
parents are
listen, it
hanging
doesn't
out.
say anything about wearing socks on your feet.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
So the cock
That's
sock
important,
could be
so
the head.
that's a good
all kinds
observation,
of
yeah.
socks.
You have to be very specific, or we're gonna poke like any hole we can find.
You
Yeah,
need
we're
to
gonna
have some
poke holes
excellent placement
and
of the
We're gonna
socks.
DP the holes that we're gonna poke. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to. I'm just trying to
Have-
call it back to earlier questions.
If you
Long
sewed
John
a
Silver's
30
It's a great restaurant to walk in naked and DP a guy.
I mean, they don't
It's
call
a-
him Long John Silver for nothing.
Hey, they don't
Yes.
call him Long Dick Johnson for nothing, and he had a
Nope.
fucking long dick.
The lore. All right. Well, we're at the end of our podcast, but Brandon, why don't you talk about the review of the week, iTunes podcast? Review.
Yeah. Well, we
It's Super Galaxy Squad. No?
I don't know. If someone really loved Super Galaxy Squadron, they could let us know. The best way to do that, the best way to let Dave know would not be this method, but the best way to let us know if you enjoyed Super Galaxy Squadron will be to leave a review on our iTunes podcast. So you go to iTunes, you open it up, you go to podcasts, you type in KBMOD. I think we're normally the only result, but today when I checked,
Already
we were actually
way too many steps. I'm out.
well. All right. Dave has a busy life. Most of you probably are not as busy as Dave. So you can write these steps down. You go to iTunes, you go to the podcast section, you type in KBMOD. We are probably the first and only result, but today there was more than one result. And I don't
Really?
know.
What else is
I
somebody
don't- I
ripping
didn't-
off the
I-
KB Mod podcast?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't check into it, but I'm gonna need to find out why two results came up today.
Yeah, that's not good.
But anyway,
The KB mood.
I think you'll be able to find ours. If you can't find ours, don't leave a review because you have bigger problems.
You're an idiot.
But we would love to hear from you, and we do enjoy the reviews. We read all of them, and we feature exactly one review each week during the cast. So this week, this is a pretty simple one. This is definitely on the simpler side, but I think we can all agree with the sentiment.
Yes, we can. Katie Zen, do you want to read it? You're always good at these.
Yeah, I can read it. I can.
Okay.
Yeah, let me take it.
Go ahead.
It's good.
That's it. That is the review.
That's the
But who
review.
is it by? Who's it by?
You gotta
Oh,
go
it's
through the
by-
whole thing. Like, give
through
them
the
some
whole thing.
context. Here.
Oh, okay. All right. The title is. Oh my god. The title is P Good. This is by Child of the East Side, and he says, "It's
That's
good."
what his friends call him.
Be good.
Child of the
Side.
East Side.
Little codes they call them.
It's good. It's good, man.
It's P
Oh,
Good.
that does spell codes. The acronym codes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, is that a hint towards
Oh,
something?
God.
that-
Yeah, hold on. Maybe this review is much deeper than we thought.
Yeah.
This is
Wow. Actually, maybe it is.
We're gonna can we YouTube game this review?
Why is it a child?
child.
Oh god.
It's highlighting. Yeah, I see it says codes.
So
Moving on.
Oh, chode. Oh, chode.
Oh,
wow.
Chode.
I actually didn't even get that.
I
Wow.
didn't.
That's clever. That's pretty clever.
All
I
right,
did
thank
not
you,
even
Brad.
get that.
Where,
Wow.
where,
Brad.
where?
Sometimes I tell you what, some of these are subtle. That was
Yeah.
subtle.
Wow.
Quite,
if it
yes.
didn't come across that well for our listeners, Brad went into the doc and highlighted certain characters. CHODES.
Yeah, dude.
So
That's
it's-
the
All right, well played.
Ah!
I'm actually like really happy that this review got picked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost like really just missed this one. I
Yeah.
was about to say it's good. then
My
just
mind
throw
is
it away.
blown.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
Rangers are
think
playing
that.
the Flyers.
Yeah. I think that is episode 224 of the KB Mod podcast
Yeah.
being completed. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You can follow KB Mod at KB Mod Gaming on Twitter. You can find Dave Oshry at Dave Oshry on Twitter as well. What any other things you want to plug, Dave, before we
Just
get?
Super Galaxy Squadron EX coming out February 18th. If you didn't get a code today, I'll probably be giving some out on Twitter and stuff, or you can just buy the fucking thing. It's $7.99 during the launch window, and then it's going to go up to $9.99. And remember, if you get a code today, it's only regular Super Galaxy Squadron. EX is way cooler. It's coming out on fucking Thursday. If you're going to MagFest, come find me and say hi. Otherwise, I'll see you nerds at PAX East, South by Southwest, E3, you name it. I'll be there.
Alrighty. Yeah, and thanks for Dave for coming on. You can find Drake at Def Not Drake, KDZen at KDZen18, Volition at V with a bunch of ones. Fuck that up. No,
The
volition.
one person that wants to find me on Twitter is going to have a real hard time because you're
I
really
know.
confusing them.
I know I am. Okay.
This
All
Brandon
right.
guy.
So let me just say it for you. VOL1TION. Okay. I'll spell it out for you so you can find volition. I am at APL Fisher. And thanks for listening, guys. And we'll see you next time. Farewell.
See ya.
We got Hey, put Overdrive.